ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another live stream. Today we have an amazing panel of collectors assembled to talk about all things figures. Starting off with my friend, my colleague on the newly released podcast, Figures and Flicks, we've got WillFoxification. Will, how are you doing today?
I am great, Justin. Thank you so much for having me tonight. And I know that you put that Venom in the shot because half of it is you trying to get me to buy it. That's why. And Justin is the ultimate enabler. I want everyone to know that. He takes so much pride in it. And that
I
Venom,
know.
yeah, see, Rob, you know, you've been with him long enough. You know this is what Justin does. He takes great pride in it.
Oh, if
And
I
he put
want
it there.
something, he'll be like, he'll, you know, I'm like, I need a Luke, a New Hope Luke to go with my Jazz Inc. Snow land speeder. And, you know, a couple hours later, oh, well, I found one. Here it is.
Yep, see?
You know, would you like me to acquire it for you? I can send it to you. I can make sure you get it. And you're like, I can't afford click. Yes, you did. Yeah, apparently you can.
Rob, because to be fair, I did it to him with statues. I got him into the statue game now. And I take great pride in that.
You did.
Wow.
We'll discuss that. He's sitting right there. I put him in a perfect spot so I can see him whenever I'm at my desk, and he's perfect. We'll discuss him though. Don't worry.
Yeah, but thank you, Justin, for having me, dude. It's gonna be a blast to discuss Venom and all this other cool stuff. So.
Yes, of course, and we also have the amazing Robert Meyer Burnett. A massive thank you to you, sir, for joining us on the stream.
Oh, well, you know, I mean, surrounded by a bunch of ne'er-do-wells like you all, how can I say no? Come on now. You know, I have to say that I'm an old middle-aged man with one foot in the grave, and toys are the only thing keeping me alive. So it's fun. I love being here with you. No, just kidding. No, I mean, what's better than celebrating our enthusiasm and our childlike sense of wonder that we've never gotten rid of, and I never will get rid of it.
Exactly.
It's fantastic.
Exactly. We're going to cling on to it for dear life, just like we will to our 1/6 scale plastic men and women.
Klingon, do you think that means Exo 6 is going to make Klingon 6 scale figures?
Hey, look,
my Picard should have shipped by now.
I thought that they were in trouble, but then they're announcing more figures. So maybe they're okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
they told me
we'll
my
see more.
Picard shipping, and I pre-ordered Janeway.
Okay. Nice.
I never thought I'd be
nice,
excited
nice.
about a figure that comes in the coffee cup, but here we are.
Hey.
Wow.
I mean, I love the little coffee thing that comes with Scarlet Spidey. The accessories like that are very versatile. So
Yes.
why the heck not? We also have the amazing, the one and only 1/6 scale man, Lael. How are you doing today, sir?
Oh man, I mean, I'm doing great. I'm recovering. I'm in recovery mode, so yeah, I'm doing pretty good, man. Like, I mean, weathering a few storms, but you know, we're here. We're here, and that's just the most. Like I said, like Rob said, we're celebrating our love for 1/6 scale collectibles and life in general. You know, anybody who values life, values the things that you love, hold on to those things, definitely.
Plus, your name's Lael,
right.
which is a very cool name.
Very true.
Thanks, man.
I love that name.
I appreciate it, bro.
It is. Excellent. We also have, right out of Hong Kong, first batch DHL shipped, Ryan. Ryan is the madman with a camera who goes to secret base and takes the photos for the channel and gets told off a lot for videoing. Ryan, thank you for joining us on the stream. Tell us a bit about your setup behind you, because you renovated.
Oh yes, this has been done for 2 weeks, I think. Let me just rotate. So we got like the Star Wars stuff along this wall.
Hey.
Maybe I'll get out the way.
It looks great, Ryan. It looks really good.
And Marvel along that one. I really like how that one turned out actually with the continuing shelf.
Everyone's got
Yeah, forget
Mysterio
about
but
that.
me.
Yeah,
Oh, wait till you
man.
get it, Rob. You're gonna love it. Oh my god.
You don't have it yet, Rob?
Venom.
It's a Sideshow doesn't have it yet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they
It's
delayed
gonna-
my battle damage Thanos till November.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah, that came out a while ago in Hong Kong.
Yeah, rub it in. Thanks.
No, I don't have it. Just I don't have it, Rob. So, not me.
Nice. See,
We'll need a closer look at that display later on in the stream, Ryan.
mhm.
Oh yeah, speaking of secret base, I'll also potentially be getting told off when I go take pictures of Doc and Marty.
Hey, what a surprise, by the way. We will be discussing that on the stream,
Yeah.
I'm sure, but the biggest surprise to me is the release date interval between Marty and Doc, which is like a massive gap. So we'll discuss that. We'll get into it, I'm sure. But right off the bat, we already have some super chats coming in. I do want to mention one that I missed last week because we were streaming with Norm, and unfortunately there was a time limit, so we're running out of time, and we literally just wrapped up the stream and a super chat came in. So I do want to apologize for missing it. Kiwi Collector sent in a super chat last stream saying, I love the Dio Norm built for Mysterio. I love it too, it was fantastic. I'll pass on the message, Kiwi Collector, so that he sees that you sent in a super chat about his Mysterio diorama. Has sent in a super chat saying, hello gents, hello everyone with a diamond. Thank you for coming along to the stream. Andres has a super chat as well. Hey guys, nice to have this amazing team. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Between Thanos from Endgame or the battle damage version, which one would you choose, considering the regular version is cheaper? Thanks and greetings to all. Well, we'll go around and we'll see, because I don't know which Thanos you'll have or which Thanos you'll even like. So, Will, do you even have Thanos? You do, right?
I have Infinity War Thanos. I used to have Endgame, but I got the Iron Studios quarter scale statue, so I sold it because I didn't feel like I needed both.
Right.
Because the Hot Toys is amazing. It's a great figure, but when I got that Iron Studios, like we were talking about, I guess, before the stream, when you get something that's 1/4 scale or even bigger in scale, it just has a lot more presence. And I was like, I can use those funds for something else. Because the Iron Studios is actually right over there. It's beautiful. Oh my God, work of art. But as to the question, whether we're taking regular version or battle damage version, in my opinion, whichever one is cheaper. Because I feel like they're not that different. I feel like the battle damage, I feel like I don't have it in hand, but I feel like it was pretty minor. It didn't feel like quite, fully battle damage like maybe I thought it was going to be. I mean, there's like a nano gauntlet, a different head sculpt, but I mean, if you can get the regular one for pretty cheap, which I'm pretty sure you can at this point. I mean, the Hong Kong sellers were like giving them away. So, I mean, I would go with that one. That one does come with the Infinity Gauntlet too. So not screen accurate, but a pretty badass look. I got my Infinity Gauntlet on my Iron Studios because it's just too badass of a look. I think I like the battle damage just a little bit more, but not enough for me to pay a major difference. So I would say wait and figure out which one you can get a better price for. That's the one I would go with.
Collect smarter, not harder with Will. That's his new
See,
segment.
Justin watched the segment.
Oh yeah, of course. Rob, I know that you're patiently awaiting your sad Thanos.
Yeah, because I want my Thanos triptych, and I've still been waiting now for 15 months for my Thanos throne from Toys Wonderland. But yeah, I have this idea for a display where I'm going to have all three. But I think that the Endgame Thanos it's pretty great. I mean, it's if you want to look, but I like the Infinity War because that the Infinity War Thanos is when he snaps his fingers. So that's when you can display him, snapping.
If only he'd come with that hand.
I know.
I do not. I literally to this day do not understand how he or another figure in that line that was released later didn't come with that hand that you can use with Thanos, because they've done that before. Like Deadshot from Suicide Squad, he came with the rebreather mask for Batman. So if you didn't want to get Suicide Squad Batman, you can get the mask with Deadshot and give it to your Batman. So like they've done it before, give accessories to a figure that you can use with another one. We somehow don't have the snap, which is like pivotal moment in the MCU level, but we somehow like don't have that hand. I don't understand. I do not.
You can't
understand.
swap. Well,
how
isn't the end game? Can't you just swap out that hand, that gauntlet?
Yeah, but it's the nano gauntlet. And it's on the right side. Versus the
you're talking about
gauntlet.
the end game one with the Infinity Gauntlet, Rob. That's what you mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Because I don't think his fingers go far enough to
Oh,
snap.
right. I thought you were talking about Infinity War. I thought you were talking
Oh
about
no, they
Infinity
do.
War.
You can make them snap.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they articulated far enough.
Yeah, they articulate.
Okay.
It's,
Yep.
Kind of.
Okay.
Kind of.
Because that's what I thought you meant, Justin.
Because it kind of you get the idea.
You
get the
can
idea.
get it to look. You can have a suggestion of a snap. You can have. He's coming in to do the snap.
Yeah.
He's in motion. The Infinity War one is the best Thanos in my opinion.
A fully sculpted one like they did with the nano gauntlet, how his fingers are like curled up.
Well,
and it's,
yeah.
proper freaking. I'm about to snap on you. But anyway, sorry to cut you off, Rob. Which one would you recommend? Endgame or Battle Damage Endgame?
Well, I don't have my battle damage end game yet. I don't have it in hand, but
Fair
I just
point,
like
fair
sad
point.
Thanos' face. But I probably would go with the regular end game figure.
Oh, two for regular Endgame. Okay.
Just because
Lael?
it's got the weapon, it's beefy, it just looks badass.
It is. It's the default Thanos. There's no, it's not scene specific. It can fit in more places. It's more versatile. I'm with you there. Lael, what do you think? Battle damage or regular endgame Thanos? We've got 2 votes already for regular endgame. Are you going to be the tiebreaker here?
Okay, so I have the regular version. I don't have the battle damage yet. And I also have the Infinity
Yet.
War Thanos.
I like that he added in yet.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, and the reason why I say that is because I have both Thanos and Cap posed together. And I managed to be the lucky one that was able to maneuver the figure the way I did to fit him in an actual DTOF. Like literally, both of them in a DTOF. If I showed you how I did it, you'd be like, "Wow, that's amazing!" But I did it. but here's the thing: the reason why and I'm explaining this. The reason why I'm leaning towards the regular version is because I can remove the helmet. I can get the same amount of. I mean, I can get the look that I'm going for. I don't really need it to be. When I think about it, do I need the battle damage version? I already have 2. So I don't know if I necessarily need to have the battle damage version. Now, here's the thing. It makes more sense to get it considering the simple fact that I'm getting the battle damage Mark 85. So,
yes,
it would make sense at that point to get it. But I'm just still on the fence because, again, I mean, the armor on the regular version is weathered. So it is, somewhat weathered. I can remove the helmet. I get the battle between him and Cap. So I don't know. I don't know. Here's the thing. To everybody who's out there and who may want the battle damage version, trust me. Just like the other 2, it will probably sit on the shelf for a while. So if you don't get it immediately, you can decide, and you'll have time to decide whether or not you want to get it. And if you do decide to get it somewhere down the line, just know it will probably be marked down or discounted. So just think of it that way. If you don't pull the trigger immediately, you'll have time to do it. But me, myself, again, I have the regular version, so I'm just, right now, I just can't justify myself getting the battle damage right now. Just right now.
Okay.
Just right now. That could change, but just right now.
Damn, poor battle damage Thanos is getting a bad rap today. Ryan, I think I already know. I think I already know. But
Yeah, I think
let's
you
hear
do.
it. Which one?
Leaning towards the regular because it's the generic Thanos, but not in a bad way, right? Because like Lael said, you can
I
take
get
off the
you.
helmet. You have your scene with Cap. You have the gauntlet as well if you want him as like a more comic accurate Thanos with the armor and all that. So that's why I lean towards that one. Plus, it's cheaper. I can tell you that it is very cheap over here. So that's why you're probably seeing it marked down by all those HK sellers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird.
This is for some reason Thanos. It does. Like, it appears that every Thanos that you actually get, I mean, as badass as the character is just the simple fact that I guess they make a lot of them, but the demand amongst collectors isn't as high.
Yeah, it's weird.
You know
Every
what I mean?
Thanos is low. Yep.
Yeah, so it's weird.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a perfect storm. He's a big figure. A lot of people don't have the space potentially, especially in Hong Kong. He's a villain. There's 3 of him now, so people are just, I'll just wait for the next one.
But you know what?
And they end up with no Thanos.
But you know what? And I
They might
bet
end up with no Venom either.
But listen,
I knew Justin who you were talking about.
but listen, and I bet you Rob would probably agree with me on this as well. If Hot Toys decided, and I don't know why they didn't continue on with this because they had momentum. If they decided to go ahead and release a comic concept Thanos, I bet you amount of money it would sell out. It would.
Oh, I would buy that.
Easy.
I would buy that instantly. Yeah.
Easy.
Damn right.
Well, that Thanos on Throne
I
statue
think-
went really high in the aftermarket.
Yes.
If
That
they
thing
did a
looks
comic
badass,
concept,
by the way.
people like the original colors. They like the OG colors. You know what I mean? Like the OG suit. If you release that, I guarantee Hot Toys, you have an opportunity, so you should do it.
Come on now,
Like,
Hot
why
Toys. Come on.
Hey, how
You
come
can
I
do
can't
it.
get into my
We
Toys
have
Wonderland account, man? What's up with that?
Hook a brother up. Hook him up, Justin.
We'll sort it out after the stream, Rob. I think I got to go with all of your Armored Thanos, regular, non-battle damage. He's more versatile. He's cheaper. He's got a presence. He can work in way more displays, obviously versatile. I think it's pretty unanimous. Regular Armored Thanos is the way to go. So hopefully that answered your question. Sorry, we took a while getting there, but we all gave you our 2 cents, so hopefully it was worth it. Matt Harty with a super chat. First of all, thank you, Matt. Hey guys, I can finally catch you live. I'm in Justin's boat with lockdown, but I'm in the office, in the city, working being quiet. I can join live. First of all, thanks, Matt. Lockdown is terrible. We cannot see Shang-Chi, and I had a genius idea. I had a brainwave moment. I was like, hey, drive-in movies. We have drive-ins. You're not sitting next to people. You're in your own car. Surely they are open. No. They are not.
They had
open.
drive-ins here during lockdown.
What the hell? How
That's
are
what
the
it's like.
drive-ins
Australia
not
sucks,
open?
man. I told you.
They sure did.
I'm right there with you, Will. Australia does suck. I said it. I don't like living here anymore. I am literally trying to
I got him
make
on a rant.
plans to leave this country. That is how strongly I feel about this now. I do not like this country any longer. For all of those who are living in Australia, I apologize if I've insulted the country that we live in, but I don't like it. Where the rest of the world has moved on, their vaccination rates be as they may, they have moved on. Life must go on. But we're stuck here back in 2020.
Hey,
I've
Justin,
had my
if
first
it's
shot, luckily, so I'm
if
well
it's
on
any
the way.
constellation, though, Justin, like I mean,
Yeah.
we're showing signs of spikes here, so you never know where it could be. It can run in reverse. We can get shut
Maybe.
down just as easy.
True,
You know what I mean?
but we are the best, Lael. So we're America after all.
Hey, I didn't say that I was
From a
looking at
certain-
America for my potential
from a
option.
certain
I
point of
didn't
view.
say I was looking
we
at America.
win the gold medal in basketball and Olympics every time. Like, I mean, that's all.
Wow.
You need.
We struggled. We struggled this year, though.
But
we
still
struggled
won.
this year, though.
We still won, and we didn't even send our all-star squad. Really, we sent like our B team and still won. That's
Wow.
all that matters.
So anyway, I apologize for my rant, but I'm looking at options to move to another place currently. So stay tuned for that in the
go to
coming.
Japan, buddy?
I can't even leave this country at the moment. I literally cannot leave. We are here. We are not allowed to go anywhere. Even if you're fully vaccinated, you cannot leave. You cannot do anything. Everyone cannot do anything. So all good, right? No, I'm furious. I cannot see Shang-Chi, which is one of the biggest reasons why we have not discussed it. It's not a topic today. If anyone puts any spoilers for Shang-Chi in the chat, you'll be banned immediately, so please don't do that. Zero tolerance for spoilers.
You know it's about a
Anyway,
Chinese
I
dude.
apologize. Yeah, thanks, Rob,
Good
for
to-
that spoiler. No, I'm joking. Terry Light with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Terry. Thank you all for what you do. I can't wait to bump into you at a con and shake your hands. You have upped my collection enjoyment tenfold. Wow.
What?
But not anytime
Uh,
soon because you're locked down, buddy. No conventions for you.
Damn.
Yeah, I would be able to shake your
Salt
hand.
in the
All of
wound,
these
Rob.
amazing folks. Yeah, thanks, Rob. All of these amazing folks will probably be able to shake your hand, except for Ryan, because he's in Hong Kong. Unless you go to Hong Kong, then maybe. But
We're going.
we
We're all
can
going.
virtually
Yeah,
shake your hand.
definitely.
We better go to Hong Kong. I'll be there
Definitely.
literally as soon as they're like... Sydney right now is saying that November they're resuming international flights. So
okay.
I'm not in Sydney, unfortunately, so I can't do anything with that. But if our state also resumes international flights, which I doubt it because our state is the most aggressive with the lockdowns in the world, this one little state. So I doubt that we'll be able to travel, but if we can, I will be coming to Hong Kong immediately. Immediately.
So we should have
So-
Ryan's Hot Con in Hong Kong.
First batch, Ryan.
Ryan's
Ryan and
Hot
I,
Con
yeah,
in
exactly.
Hong
First
Kong.
back, Ryan.
Yeah.
We'll live stream together outside Secret Base until Howard Chan comes out of his dimly lit office full of unreleased prototypes, and we'll
And the neon text.
ask him the questions. And the neon.
No, it'll be like
It's dimly
Ocean's
lit
11
because
will
the
steal
neon
that
lights.
Millennium Falcon, the 6-scale
Oh
Falcon.
my
Yeah,
god.
Right.
this huge
Falcon.
fucking
Yeah, the whole
1/6
thing.
scale Falcon.
Howard just does it to troll us.
Yeah.
He loves it. He loves a good troll. He knows.
He pulled Shazam.
We'll
we know he
ask
loves
him.
a good troll. I mean,
Ah, don't even get me started on Shazam. Don't even get me started. Where the heck is he?
I want the whole Marvel
Anyway.
family.
Yeah, right.
I know.
Box
Me
set.
too.
All of them.
Colin
Man,
DeLorean says
a
just
1/6
pre-ordered
scale. Oh, come on, man. Why not?
Yeah, I know. Come on now. Hopefully for the second movie, we'll get some more of the Shazam family. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Colin says with a super chat, thank you, Colin. Just pre-ordered Back to the Future Doc and Marty. Now I just need to make room for the DeLorean and all the jazzing Batmobiles. Well, they haven't put it up yet, and we don't know if they're going to be reissuing it yet, but I think it's a pretty safe bet. Although, they didn't announce it on the same day, which I found curious. If you're going to do, like they did with Tumblr, it was Tumblr and Batman Begins on the same day, right? And with Batpod and DX19, it was the same day. Because if people are going to Secret Base to pre-order Back to the Future stuff, you're already there. You're going to want to pre-order it all at the same time. Imagine if they did Back to the Future stuff, because you have to go in person to pre-order, right, Ryan? You got to go literally in person.
Yep.
So you got to go in person there. You've already made the journey. You caught the train 20 minutes, half an hour. You waited in line. And then they're like, hey, see you again in 2 days. Kind of annoying. You don't want to do that to your customers. You don't have to get them to keep coming out in person. It's frustrating. So, I don't know. Will we see another DeLorean? Maybe. Let's take bets. What do you all think? DeLorean or no DeLorean? We'll start with you, Ryan. DeLorean or no DeLorean? What do you think?
I'm gonna say no, based solely on what I think people here want or have the space for, which is not a DeLorean.
Okay. 1/6 scale man. What do you reckon? I like your
you forgot the
your
rest.
little
You
name
forgot-
down there. Justice.
Yeah, you
for
forgot the
justice.
rest. Yeah, I was about to say you forgot the rest.
Justice for justice.
Justice for justice. I love it.
Hey, seriously, I had to use Justice for Justin because we already got, like Rob said, we got Justice for Han already. So we need to have justice for him, for Justin. No, okay, so here's the thing. We got a reissue of, the Tumblr.
Yes.
When I think of those things, I'm like, okay, so it's possible. It's in the realm of possibility. Will they do it? I don't know, but I'm not going to say that they won't, because anything is possible, to be quite honest. So I'd hate to call them out. Put it this way. If they do not give us Anakin Starfighter, if they give us the DeLorean before they give us Anakin, then I'm going to be very upset. So, but
that Starfighter is never getting made.
It's never going to see a light of day unless Jazz Inc. does it. But right, which I'm still waiting on that. That Ray Speeder. I need that Ray Speeder. But no,
Yeah,
I think it's in the realm of possibility. It could happen. I'm not going to say it couldn't happen, but there's a possibility. I don't know. I'd hate to call them out because, like I said, they for them, with Howard, like, it's just like, what he's listening, and sometimes he'll say, oh, you don't think I'll do it? Okay, here you go. You know what I mean?
It seems like that every time I say that something's not going to happen, like the Doc and Marty, I said, oh, they're showing the old display bases. It might have been an old magazine scan. I highly doubt we're ever going to see them. And they're like, oh, you thought that we weren't going to do it. You said that we weren't going to do it. Now we're going to do it, and we're going to use the ancient display bases that we got all the way back from our vault in 2008. Like, who would have expected them to use those retro oval display bases? So crazier things have happened, I suppose.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And Dustin, remember King Shark you didn't think was going to come out?
King
You said
Shark, I didn't think
5%,
either,
and
but
I was like, oh man, don't destroy my
Yeah.
dreams. And it dropped like that night, the next day.
I know,
Right
I
after
know.
the
That was
stream.
hilarious. I was like, that's so funny.
Maybe I should say more things aren't coming, and then
Yeah,
that
please.
might send a message out to the ether, and Howard Chan will pick that up and run with it. Rob, DeLorean reissue, yay or nay?
I think they're going to do it. And I think they're going to do it because and I think it's because of Jazz Inc. Jazz Inc. has leapfrogged over Hot Toys because they have become the de facto cool kid, the cool kid in town. Yeah, with their vehicles and their play sets. And you know, whether it's a blockade runner corridor or whether it's the cargo bay for the Millennium Falcon, the environments that Jazz Inc. is making just keep getting better and better. And they're making them specifically for Hot Toys figures. And I think Howard Chan's going like, we can't make that work with our economics. We can't make those things work. But we've already put out the DeLorean. We know it's sold out. So if we put it out again, there's a lot of people that want it. I'm one of them. I didn't get a DeLorean. I have an '89 Batmobile, but I don't have a DeLorean, and I want it. So I think there's a lot of people that
want it
do.
too.
I mean, I've never even taken I have Marty McFly. I've never opened him. Never taken him out of the box.
Yet.
Really?
Well, that's a good question actually, because I have the first one too. What's the plan, Rob? Are you gonna get the new version? Because the new head sculpt looks way better. I think
The new head sculpt's way better, and it comes with Einstein.
Yes, it does.
I need Einstein. So, you know, I would get the new one. Because to me, my philosophy is I just want the figure that looks the best. Like, I've got a number of versions of Vader, for instance. Like, I have the Return of the Jedi Sideshow Vader. And then I've got the New Hope Vader. And then do I want to get an Empire Strikes Back Vader? I just want the best version of the character. Unless, you know, I want my Hot Toys Obi-Wan Kenobi fighting somebody. It's got to fight a New Hope Vader. You know, and it's the things that but like for me, like I used to be an Iron Man armor completist. And then it just got to the point where there's the milk carton things and this, and I'm like, no way, I'm not gonna get it. I'm
chocolate edition.
No house party protocol for young Bobby here. Nope, not. I'm just not gonna do that. So it's like I have the Iron Man armors that I love, and you know, the only one I still need to get that I really want is the space. What is it? The you know, the gray spacesuit.
What's it called? Star Boost.
Star Boost. I don't have Star Boost. I never got. I figured it'd always be around.
I need to
like
get
nobody
him too.
wanted. Yeah,
I need to get him too. He's not that hard to find, luckily.
No, but that's the thing. I mean, I want the best versions of the figures. So that Marty McFly head sculpt, I still don't love it. I still don't love that new Marty McFly head sculpt. I don't.
Interesting.
You know what? It's so funny because, like, the Tom Holland head sculpt on this quarter scale Spider-Man is so good.
Yes.
And I'm like, why can't they do a Marty McFly head sculpt like that?
But in hand, it's good. The pictures didn't look that great. So I'm thinking, when we see the pics that Ryan takes, I'm thinking that it's going to look better.
Could be
in person.
But I mean, that Tom Holland head sculpt in that quarter scale Spider-Man is unbelievable. Like I was holding it the other day. I'm like, I can't believe how good this head sculpt. I can't, like, normally I would never
use that on the figure.
Well, I never thought I would ever, because I swapped out I have the Todd McFarlane, the big eyes.
Yes.
I love that so much, and I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the figure yet because I hate to say this, I love the box. I got to put the box in the packing box and put it away somewhere so it doesn't get, those quarter scale boxes are hard to keep in good shape. And I'm going to take it out and display it, but I might put the Tom Holland holding on to the mask because it's pretty damn
great
cool.
option. And Daft Toys are making the hoodie and the yellow blazer in quarter scale that we got with the 1/6 scale version, the deluxe from Homecoming.
Wow.
So you could put the blazer and the hoodie on and have him with the Tom Holland head sculpt. Also, there's a guy on Facebook who made it was so simple and genius the way he did it. He literally got an image of just skin, and he printed it out on a piece of paper, cut it, and then placed it around the neck and put a bit of sticky tape on the back. But he matched the color of the skin to the head sculpt, so it looks like his neck is exposed like it was in the film when he takes off the mask. But it's literally a piece of paper. You can just take the sticky tape off the paper and take it off. It's completely harmless, and it looks way better. I'll see if I can find the video while Will is answering the question on DeLorean. 1 second while I hunt for it. Will, is a DeLorean happening again?
I'm with Rob on this one. I think it is going to happen. I think if they're going to dip back into this line, you might as well dive into the deep end.
I mean, like, as well.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
Because
may as well.
they're already revisiting a line that I never thought they would do. I mean, until I saw, I think it was like in a magazine or something, wasn't it, when it was first teased, and then people started sharing it around. And I'm pretty sure the DeLorean was in there. So like, I think if I remember correctly, that's what I saw. But nonetheless, even if not, the fact that they've already announced these 2 figures, like, they got to do the DeLorean. I mean, it completes the line. I mean,
speaking of that,
Yeah.
I got 2 words for you: Bespin Han.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Come on, bruh. What the
He
fuck?
was in like a promo shot, I think, of
Yes.
Leia's
Yes.
before. and they
Many
just-
promo shots. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and then
Bespin
but they-
Han and Bespin Luke.
It took a while
Both
for
of 'em.
Lando to get announced.
I have
too,
Bespin Luke, though.
So I mean,
See, you have the you have the DX version. See, the thing is, I didn't get it, and they've been teasing this new Bespin Luke for the longest time.
And it looks great, by the way. Ryan and I
It
have
looks
seen
amazing,
fantastic.
and I just don't know why they're holding off on it. Like, it just makes
Yeah.
absolutely no sense.
I like
know
the
what's
name,
really
by the
cool,
way,
though?
down there, Ryan.
Oh, you know what is really cool though? To actually own Bespin Luke.
Yeah. What?
Both of them. It's pretty
Oh.
cool. I'm just saying.
yeah, I don't have it.
Wow.
Just want to say, because when I finally pay off my Jazz Inc. gantry, I can't wait.
Yeah,
I
Can
can't
have
wait.
him there holding
see.
his arm.
I'm
That's
gonna have
gonna be
him.
sick.
I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna mount it to the wall in here. You know.
Oh yes.
yeah.
You are
Yes.
beaten.
But for sure, though, I'm with you guys. I think they're definitely going to redo this one. I think a lot, like Rob said, I think a lot of people would buy it. I think it definitely would sell. I don't think it's like a
Will
top
they?
seller. I mean, the Tumblr
Will
seems to be
they?
doing a
It's
decent enough.
huge.
So I mean,
It's huge.
it is huge, and the DeLorean is probably a little more desirable for most collectors than actually even the Tumblr is. I mean, I would think. I mean,
This
the
is a,
DeLorean is so iconic in pop
remember.
culture.
I remember the topic that I was going to have for the podcast, and we'll still discuss on the podcast. But I remember the topic, and it was figures or things that sell very well on the aftermarket, but then when people reissue or remake them, they don't sell as well. And I think this is going to be one of them. People want it because they can't have it. Because if it was going to sell well, it would have sold well the first time. There's no extra love now for Back to the Future than there was when the first one came out, right? There's been no new movies. There's been no real crazy big anniversary special editions or anything. The hype is pretty much stagnant. It's the same as it's always been for Back to the Future. I think it's going to sell as well as the first one did, and then in a couple of years, then people will still be looking for the DeLorean. Oh, I missed it at the first and the second time.
That's just how collectors work.
and
I mean,
I know, it's just how collectors work. Same thing with the
Would you
Mark
say-
47. I'm pretty sure you can still get the second version of the 47, the reissue, you can still get it. Whereas the first one was sold out, you can get it anywhere. What were you going to say, Ryan?
Would you say that they would ask for a reasonable price if they want?
They would be looking for the
That's what they
most
do.
reasonable of reasonable prices. I found the video, by the way. So here is the video. I didn't probably explain it very well, but this is what it looks like. That's literally a piece of paper, but look how good that looks.
that's pretty cool.
So I will send anyone who wants this video. I will forward it to you. He literally gets an image of skin. He adjusts it to match. He tries obviously a few times, and then he gets it. And he uses a glue stick. He glues it on itself. So no glue on the suit. Nobody freak out. No glue goes on the suit. And then all you do is you pop the head on, and you're done. It's literally
Wow.
the easiest,
Pretty sweet.
no damage mod ever.
That's a really
Wow.
smart, crafty fix. Yeah.
That is.
Absolutely genius. I mean, look at that.
That's-
Look at there he is with the neck, and he's got the neck there. I think I need to do that.
You can do it.
Is it? Oh, I see what you did there. It's pretty amazing for Spider-Man. I'm
Justin
sorry.
gets it.
I'm sorry.
You've been in
so
lockdown way too long.
I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. Over here.
That's
Don't
what
even
it
worry
is.
about it. Some people are saying, let me see where that comment was about DeLorean from Back to the Future 2. Yeah, I would have loved that, but I don't see them doing Back to the Future 1, Marty and Doc, and then doing a Back to the Future 2 DeLorean. I think it's going to be a straight reissue of the first one. Plus, they would need to put new parts and new molds, which means new licensing. So I don't think that that's very likely. It's probably just going to be a straight reissue of the original, which I'm fine with. It's classic. Also, the bonnet was metal, which I don't know. I really like that. I like having some real metal on my vehicles. A really thin piece of aluminium, mind you. Or sorry, aluminum. You'll know. But still,
Aluminium,
metal
yeah.
nonetheless. And P sends in a super chat saying, since Michael Keaton is in The Flash again, you think there will be a chance they will reissue the 89 Batmobile and Michael Keaton Batman? Well, I think it depends what the car looks like. If it's exactly the same, then heck, why the hell not? If it isn't, then I don't think so. But Jazz Inc. does have the license for all DC projects going forward as well, not just the old back catalog of stuff. So if he wants to, he can make it. If I don't know if Hot Toys gets the right of first refusal at vehicles. I didn't ask him that question. But I'm pretty sure that if he wants to, he can make it. As for Batman, I would bet good money that Hot Toys will be making a Michael Keaton Batman from The Flash and Ben Affleck too. So I think yes. What do you? Anyone have any thoughts on that? Do you think that won't happen? Will happen?
I think it will. I think it'll happen, and I
Okay.
think it'll be a new head sculpt, updated head sculpt, of course, for Michael Keaton.
Older, of
So,
course.
Older, of course. So I'm betting that they will. I mean that is a no-brainer. And depending, especially depending on how well the actual film is received. But I think they will. I don't see a reason why not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. I think that it's going to happen, and I'm all for it. And if I've said this a couple of times. This is starting to become a thing that I just happen to say to people. I was talking to my sister last night. She's 14 years old, and she's a statue collector, and she was giving me sass because I sent her a photo of my Suicide Squad Batman, and she was like, "See, I freaking told you, statues are dope. Why didn't you buy them before?" And I was like, "Well, I'm sorry. Will enabled me, and now I have him." But I said to her, if they make Suicide Squad statues, or if they make any statues from the Flash movie, specifically Batman, obviously, I'll be purchasing. I have news on statue front, so I only have one at the moment, and it's Suicide Squad Batman, because you all know Ben Affleck is my favorite Batman. That is the suit that I cosplay, so of course I had to have, if it was going to have one-third scale statue, it's going to be that Batman, so I got him. But the same seller who had that Batman said, "Oh, you know, I'm also selling Justice League Batman and Superman." And I was like, "Oh, why are you gonna do that to me?" Because he doesn't have the box. He doesn't have the box, so that means, of course I'm doing. Of course I had
He's
to do
doing it, Rob.
He's going to do it.
to do it, Rob.
If he mentions it,
I
it's
mean,
done. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that. I like that I have that reputation, by the way, in my videos. If I say, I'm thinking about doing this, and then people in the chat are like, if Justin says he's thinking about it, he's going to do it. I like that I have that reputation. It means I'm reliable. Which
You
in this instance
you
means
practically do the same thing that Will does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will does the same thing.
I do.
If he's thinking about it, he's going to actually buy it.
Which is why Venom will
Absolutely.
probably be bought at some point. It probably will.
Yeah. You have to get Venom. I mean, come on now. I'll get the black light before the end of the stream, because people were asking if the veins light up when you hit it with a black light, and the answer is I don't know. So we'll try it live and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm getting Prime 1, Superman and Batman, but the issue is now I can't just have them, right? You can't just have them. I need to get Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman is quite hard to find because you want to have the Trinity. At the very least, I'd love to get the rest of the league, but number one, I don't have space, and number two, they're super hard to find. So if anyone has a lead on a Prime 1 Wonder Woman, hit me up, because I need to have Wonder Woman with me, Batman and Superman. And then for Suicide Squad Batman, I'm getting Harley and Joker. So I'm going to have 3 from Suicide Squad, 3 from Justice League, and then we'll see what comes next. I don't know. We shall wait and see. But I will be reviewing that Batman and more Prime 1 stuff in the future. So stay tuned for some Prime 1 reviews. S.Beam with a super chat just got Mysterio in today. Oh, Rob, I'm so sorry. He's pretty awesome. I heard rumors of Pennywise and or Iron Patriot coming out next. Thoughts? I saw that. Will and Dean Knight both messaged me this morning at the same time. They must have been in sync today with the screenshot of some guy. And I don't mean to be rude by saying some guy, but what I'm trying to say is he hasn't broken any collectible news before. So it's like some random person putting up on Facebook, Venom is delayed until 2022. And I've seen people in the comments for this video saying, oh, Venom's delayed till 2022 anyway, but actually they moved the release date up, not pushed it back to next year. So just
October
be wary
1st.
of...
Yep.
Correct. Or not here, at least. Well, number one, here it's October 21st, but also our cinemas are closed anyway. So
Yeah. You'll never see a movie
Never.
again.
For you, it's sometime never.
I wouldn't be surprised if the
No
cinema,
time to see a movie.
the cinemas are
No time
closed
to see a movie.
indefinitely here. I don't know if how they're doing financially right now, because they've been closed for almost a full year. So I don't know any business that can really survive without any revenue for a full year. Like, yeah, I know
Our
that I
theaters
personally
somehow
would
did
be
it, but-
homeless in the streets. Yeah, but your theaters are massive chains. Our theaters are just Australia, like a much smaller country, much fewer cinemas. I reckon they're going to be in trouble, but we'll see. And they just invested in renovations on most. This is Hoyt's, one of our biggest chains. They invested in all these renovations with all the recliners and the big candy bar upgrade and all this. I feel bad for them. You can still order Uber Eats from them. You can get popcorn delivered to your house. So, hey, still in business.
That's pretty
They're still paying staff to be at the candy bar. There were 2 staff members last time I went into there because I picked up my burgers from this burger place. And there were 2 staff members at the candy bar doing nothing. So they're paying staff to be there doing nothing. I would just close the whole thing down. You better not to pay staff for just standing around. Anyway, sorry about that. No, I don't think Pennywise is coming out next, but I hope I'm wrong. I will not be reviewing it. Dean Knight will be reviewing it. I'm trying to organize that right now. I don't know if Will be reviewing it, but he's definitely getting 5 of them at least. All 5 that are being released, he's buying them all.
Edition size.
He's gross,
me.
and I don't like him. Not Will, Pennywise.
No, why though, Justin? Why don't you like Pennywise? I mean, like, okay,
What do
I
you
get it.
why?
He's
He's
kind of freaky, but like at the same time,
Yeah.
Bill Skarsgård killed that performance. Oh my god!
Oh, I wouldn't
like,
know. I haven't seen it.
The figure
See-
looks great, though.
It does. I'm getting
the
too
figure
rough.
The figure does look great, but I just don't connect with the source material enough to want to buy it. And that's
makes
the whole thing, right? That he might look like I wouldn't say he looks cool. He looks interesting. Like he doesn't have that badass look about him, like a superhero character does. He just looks weird. He's this clown with this craggly skin, and he's got a big smile. It's like okay, just looks like a deranged clown, which is what he is. But
Is he a
I
clown,
totally
though?
get it.
Is he?
No, Justin, you
Well,
got to see the movie.
is he?
He's badass. Trust me.
Is he a clown?
I don't know. He's eating children. I don't know. I don't want to glorify eating children. So,
Well,
I may as well get an
that's
Army
true.
Hammer figure then. If
What do you
I'm
mean
sorry.
whale?
Oh, get rid of that Hot Toys Lone Ranger now.
Oh my god,
I'm so
Justin,
sorry.
you really
I
just.
How do you
that
think
was
Kenneth
saved up.
Branagh
That was ready to
feels?
go.
Oh my God.
So much for Death on the Nile, buddy.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Oh, poor Kenneth Branagh.
Pennywise seems
Oh,
like nothing. He pales in
man.
comparison.
Yeah. So anyway, I've made plans to not review it. So I don't plan on doing that. Angel says watch it bootleg. All the only available options for watching it other ways are horrible quality, and I don't want to do that to myself, and I don't want to do that to the film. So no, I won't be watching any of the film's cam rip or anything like that. Disgusting. I don't want to.
I think we should take in a collection and buy you a Pennywise and make you review it.
Oh yes.
Oh,
That's what we should do. We should-
Even if I got it for free, I would give it away before I review it.
Give it to me. I want a third one.
Yeah, I want one.
Will, you do not need 3 Pennywise. Will.
Well,
on.
I beg
You
to
don't need-
differ. So, because I have one of the
Wow.
bust up there, and I have the prime one.
Oh my God! You know what? I actually can't wait till you finally get Pennywise, so I can stop hearing about how much you
Oh, it's
want
never ending.
Yeah.
Pennywise. Like
Me
I
too.
just, please, they need to give it to you now. Like if you give it to him tomorrow,
Get it
then it
over
will
with.
end all discussions. Please just give it to him.
I have my
Give it
mint
to him, and then
condition
we
first
never have-
edition copy of It, the book, the hardcover right over there.
The heart, see
Okay.
that for some reason, and I say this all the time, that version freaked me out more than this one. Like it did, and I guess here's the thing: is
You mean
like
the Tim Curry It?
the Tim Curry it freaked me out more than this particular version. And the reason why I say that is because here the thing is, and I always say this about our films back in the golden age. I always talk about the golden age because that's
Back when we were young.
when we were young, because it's basically the best age. We relied mostly on substance content, like it was a good, well-written story, and it
Yep.
was less on spectacle. We didn't have to rely on spectacle. The story was told well, and we didn't worry about it left it up to your imagination. That's why, the original Halloween, did justice. The original Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street did justice. When we're talking about those films, it was less. Don't get me wrong. Everything was practical. They had certain effects, but it was more substance because of the story. I think now there's lackluster writing and more emphasis on spectacle. So that's why that version, because Tim Curry, he made it freaky. It was the freakiest version of a extraterrestrial gesture. That's what I call him. Like straight up. Like it was just freaky. Yeah. So now if they released a 1/6 scale version of that again.
You just spoiled it.
I already knew.
I did.
Justin, give it a watch though. Seriously,
I did.
Give it a try.
I did. Did I spoil it?
I don't watch. I don't enjoy or watch horror films. Although Steph does. Steph does.
No, watch it with Steph. You can hide behind her back.
It's not. It's almost like Stranger Things with an evil clown. It's like I
would be forcing myself to watch it rather than enjoying it, if you know what I mean.
You might enjoy it.
It's got a lot of comedy and stuff and heartfelt stuff. It's not your typical horror film, really.
Yeah, no.
I'll think about it.
Yeah.
I'll think about it.
It's well-rounded.
I'll line it up right next to Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings. I'll do that. I'll put them, stack them up, and we'll
missing
get
out, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Just not season 8. Not season 8. The rest of it.
Single songwriter tells me that there is a Prime 1 Studios Wonder Woman training armor on eBay right now. Thank you for the info, single songwriter, but I'm looking for the Justice League version. So if anyone has a lead on Justice League, let me know. That one's harder to find. Colin DeLorean, with my Black Box Rocketeer on the way. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. It reminds me, did you get around to watching the movie yet? I haven't. I have a long list of stuff that I have to watch. That one I will actually watch, and I will let y'all know what I think. Luis Limits. Sup, guys? Ask and you shall receive. Please use this super chat for Hot Toys Pennywise. Y'all rock, and thoughts on Hot Toys making Death Dealer. We won't be discussing Shang-Chi stuff. All I know of Death Dealer is the design looks cool because I've seen the Marvel Legends one, so I hope they make the character, but I haven't seen the film, so I don't know.
Wait, we can't talk about Tony Leung finally being turned into since they canceled the.
We can talk about the figure. We can talk about the figures for sure, but
okay.
Please, no.
Because my man Tony Leung, man, I was waiting. They were doing a 2-pack from Ong Lee's movie Lust Caution.
I know. Yeah, I know.
And they canceled that 2-pack. I had that shit on pre-order for like a year.
And they canceled
it? Came with a chair. Yeah. It was Tony Leung in a linen suit. So I've told people if I could ever be Chinese, I'd want to be Tony Leung, like the hard-boiled Tony Leung and Days of Being Wild, all the Wong Kar-wai, In the Mood for Love. Come on, he's like the coolest dude ever. Wearing linen suits in the rain. Come on, I was so excited. And then they canceled that figure. And then Hot Toys came to the rescue.
Hey, do you like being as big of a Tony Leung fan as you are? Do you like that head sculpt? Because some people said it's terrible. I really like it.
I think it's pretty good. And it captures. Okay. It captures.
Hold on, I'll bring up the picture. I'll bring up the picture.
It's not nearly as good as that Lust Caution figure, though. I mean, that looked like a picture of Tony Leung. I mean, that's what I wanted. I had that pre-ordered. Of course, I was probably the reason the figure got canceled is I was the only one who pre-ordered that figure. Who would want a character that comes with a chair and a linen suit in a movie about the 1930s?
These pictures are Ryan's pictures, by the way.
That is a great Tony Leung. That looks just like him. It's really good.
Yeah, I think it's great too.
It's one of the best head sculpts I've seen in a long time.
Come on.
And they'll probably improve it. And by the time the final product releases, Hot Toys has been doing that lately.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great. That looks great.
Yeah. I'd be very happy with that on my shelf. And I will because
me too.
Yeah. I just
you got
different outfits.
Oh, yeah, Justin, I got him and Shang-Chi. Right when I got home from the movie, I pre-ordered them. Like, I rushed home and pre-ordered them immediately.
Nice. Yep. Ryan, what were you going to say?
It looks way better in person as well.
Does it?
The Simu Liu sculpt.
Yeah.
Both are excellent.
If people are wondering why Ryan's a little bit more quiet, it's currently like 8 o'clock in the morning there. Ryan got up early to come on the stream. I didn't force him. He actually asked if he could come on. So he's here at the crack of dawn to chat about toys, because that's what we do.
Come on, man. Like, who wouldn't want to be on a show with, everybody and Robert Meyer Burnett. Come on, man.
And we should all talk about just how great Shang-Chi is.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how great it is for a while, for a minute?
Let's
Just
not. Let's not.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I turned off Shang-Chi. We're not
Rob, I
talking about him
messaged
anymore.
Justin as soon
We're
as I
moving
got out of
on.
the theater. I didn't realize
Oh,
how
you
bad
have-
it was going to be. Justin,
You
I was
have
like,
no
whoops.
idea how many messages that I have been getting daily telling me how good the film is. They're like, "Oh, when are you going to see it? It's so good." I'm like,
Yo.
Yeah, I got to reiterate, it's just fantastic.
I've
I
seen
mean,
it
is.
twice.
you know,
Yeah.
I've seen it
Yeah.
twice,
Oh,
Justin.
"Oh yeah, oh, even better, it's perfect."
I've seen it twice,
Why
man.
don't
It's
you why
that
not
45
see
good.
it a
days.
third
You'll be
time? You
fine.
can See it again.
Yeah.
Only 45 days. By then I'll only have to wait another 45 days for Venom, and then by then another 45 days for Eternals. It's totally
You might
fine.
have moved to the US
Hey.
by then.
I do want a hot
well,
toy
I
of
doubt it.
Shang-Chi's mother, though.
Okay.
Because she's one of the most beautiful women I've ever. That character
Yeah.
is one of the most beautiful women I've
Yeah.
ever seen. I like the most ethereal beauty.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, maybe.
Justin,
maybe
I'm trying.
someone
I'm trying. I'm seriously. I am trying. I am really gripping my hands. I'm biting my lip because I don't want to blurt anything
say
out. So
anything.
I'm not.
Don't
I'm
you
not
say
going to say anything. I just
Okay.
can't wait. I cannot wait for you to see it. That's
You're
it.
gonna
I'll
love
say
it.
You're gonna love
You'll
it.
love it.
You'll love it like me,
Yeah.
Rob, and Will.
I
does.
really want to see it in the cinema. To be honest with you, I don't want to see it at home on my TV. I want to see
Yeah,
it.
you
got
gotta
to
see it in
but
IMAX.
I don't think that's going to happen. Well, unfortunately, here in Australia, like y'all in America love IMAX. It seems like you have an IMAX on every corner. Here we only have one in the whole state, and it's like an hour from my house, and there's only one screen, so they barely show feature films. They usually show like David Attenborough's Adventures in the Deep, and you can't like really see feature films there. So unfortunately, I probably won't be able to see it IMAX, but
Not
we
even
have-
in gold class.
we have those screens are pretty small, unfortunately, the gold class ones.
Yeah,
But we do have
yeah.
VMAX, which is
Yeah.
Village Cinema's answer to IMAX. It's bigger. The aspect ratio is not IMAX, but it's still bigger. So I probably will have to see it in that, or the other cinema chain has Extreme Screen, and that's with the Dolby whatever sound and the best technology wise. So I'll probably go and see it there.
I'm saying, you know what though? Listen, Will, I will tell you, because you always want to say, listen, Australia has the best theaters, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because they don't just have like the regular, bars of candy that you actually see behind. No, they have the lolly dispensers, bro. They have the dispensers that
we
you can
do.
just put. You open it up and you can just put them in a bag. You can mix your bags, everything, bro.
That's pretty
That's
cool.
insane.
Yeah.
Like I love
See,
it.
I'm
we
not
don't
a
have
big
the drink
concessions guy,
machine.
though.
We don't have the drink machines that y'all have. I love your drink machines where you go and put the cup and you get to pick the flavor of. You got the million different Coca-Cola flavors, and we
Yeah.
only have Coca-Cola, lemonade, or like diet Coca-Cola. Like that's it. We've got like 3 different
At
choices.
least at the movie
It's
theaters
quite
near me,
sad.
we don't have that. Like they have that behind the counter. So like you have to tell them
Okay,
what
okay,
you want.
okay.
Yeah.
Also,
But at
it's
least
kind
you
of
got
cool that
choices.
we
Yeah, we
have
have
movie
choices.
theaters as opposed to Melbourne, which has nothing.
Wow,
go anywhere.
wow.
Might as well be Mad
Wow.
Max in Australia.
Wow. Well, unfortunately, we can't be Mad Max because we can only go within 5 kilometers of our house. So, like, it's Mad
That's
Max,
true.
but you can't drive. You can walk because walking 5
Man.
kilometers is a lot harder than driving. So you can
Man.
walk the 5Ks and it will feel like you've got so much more freedom. You can walk all the way to
Yeah.
the 5K and then walk all the way back.
Yeah.
Absolute freedom.
Justin, would you?
Free
if
Guy?
a
Yes,
thea-
I haven't seen Free Guy either. So
If a theater was open, here's a serious question: would you get arrested to go see Shang-Chi? Because I feel like you'd be strongly consider it.
I think you could smile and get off, like on a ticket.
Yes,
like
right.
a cop, they'd pull
Just
you
be like-
over, you'd be driving home, and you're like, "No, I'm just coming home from." And you have a better chance than ever before of a cop going, "I watched Justin's collection on
Yep.
YouTube,"
Exactly right.
and
See?
they might let you go.
See?
Yep. Or just put like
I
some
don't know
groceries
about
in your
that.
car and act like you were grocery shopping.
yeah, I've
Yeah.
driven all the way into another state just to get my groceries.
Oh,
I
better
love this
yet,
store.
take a dog with you.
Yep.
And bring the dog and say you had to pick it up during lockdown because it was going to be at a kill shelter or
Exactly.
something, and you're.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, you think that would work? In Sydney, they didn't just put dogs down to prevent volunteers from going to pick them up. They shot them rather
What?
than allowing people to come. Yep, that's how bad it is down here.
All right, Peter, get on it.
What did they what?
There were these dogs that were rescued, and there was a volunteer shelter who said, Don't put them down. We're coming to get them." But the government decided that they would rather shoot them than allow the volunteers to come and collect the dogs
That's crazy.
because it was outside of their radius for the lockdown.
Wow.
I'm surprised that's not more worldwide news. Like I haven't heard about that.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
That's crazy.
That is how bad it is here. So the dog angle, I don't want my dog getting shot. So
Talk about martial law.
I won't be
Jesus.
doing that one.
It
is
not
totally, It is ridiculous. Oh, Ryan is heading out. Ryan has class.
Yeah.
So Ryan, I apologize for
Class.
holding you up. I'm
See you
sure
later,
Will.
bro.
He's a very classy guy.
He's very classy. I'm sure
Did you
we'll
see?
chat again
Did
in
you
a
did you
few
see his Facebook his profile pic?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Super
That was
classy.
at my wedding. That was
Super
at my wedding. I helped
smooth.
him
Like
tie that
he's
on.
standing
I
side
gotta
by
friend
Ryan
side.
cleans up right nice.
He
I
got
gotta
his
friend
suit.
him.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you gotta
Robert,
friend him.
you didn't
I
you
gotta
didn't
friend-
friend me yet, man.
I got to friend you guys because we got to plan Ryan's Hot Con in
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There you
yes.
go.
Ryan's Hot Con. We're all
Ryan's
going.
icon.
Exactly.
We're all going.
First batch.
All right,
Ryan,
Ryan.
baby.
We'll see you.
First batch, Ryan.
We'll see you next one.
First back.
I'll see you guys.
later,
I'll
bro.
be
See you,
watching
Ryan.
the rest of the stream while I'm on the train or something.
All right, man.
Oh, there you
Okay.
go.
I'm going to friend all of you right now.
All right.
Yes,
Perfect.
please.
Are you all on Facebook?
Nice.
I'm
Yeah.
on Facebook. Lael Rockwell. You can see me there. That's you. That's what you want to
See you,
basically
Ryan.
friend me as.
See ya.
See you, Ryan.
But
Okay,
see,
well.
hey, so Justin, this is when being John Malkovich would be the perfect opportunity, so you can live vicariously through me. You could just claw through a QB hole and find me,
Yeah.
and
Lael,
just
I'm-
watch
I'm
the movie.
crying at your Facebook page, man. Why you got to do that to me twice?
Yeah, that was that was my cousin. That's my first cousin.
Oh man.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
it's
pretty crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. to
yeah.
hear that.
Yeah, it's crazy because I found out from Will first.
I know.
Will was the first one who told me, and he woke me up. And then I got a call. I saw that I had like maybe 7 or 8 missed calls, and that was the news. Yeah,
I loved Hap and Leonard.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I love The Wire, but Hap and Leonard is based on a series of Joe Lansdale books. I was a huge fan of the books, and I love the show. and it was
I'll
great. And
actually. I have a set picture with him on the set of, because I was with him on set for that, and also on the set for
Lovecraft Country.
no, not Lovecraft. I keep forgetting the game. What is it called again? The video game.
Oh, Assassin's Creed.
Oh,
Assassin's
yeah,
Creed.
yeah.
Assassin's Creed. Yeah. So yeah, it was tough. It
Dude,
was
yeah,
tough.
he was incredible. Like his role as Omar, dude. Oh my God, some of the best acting I've ever seen personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, really tough.
Damn.
But
Yeah.
again,
Well-
like I said, he left a amazing body of work.
Yeah.
We're putting together a nice little visual celebrating his life and stuff like that. So, and the thing is like we're the family and everybody, they're really glad that they're being kind. The media is sort of like being kind to like their wishes and stuff like that. And his sister, I talked to his sister today and stuff like that. So yeah, they're being kind about it. So yeah, it's a good thing.
You're getting a lot of love in the chat as well. So yeah, keep the love coming, people. For
Thank you,
Lael
man.
in the
Appreciate
chat.
that. Appreciate that. Thank you,
Keep
guys.
it coming. Well,
Let's talk. Let's make fun of movie theaters again. Change.
That's like about Justin's situation in general.
I'm you know what? Here's the thing. Not to switch, but okay. So
I had a
I
package arrive
refuse-
just before. If you
I
want to unbox that one.
refused to basically. Okay, so as much as I love, and I love Spider-Man. I'm a Spider-Man fan,
Yeah.
true indeed. But I was waiting until I saw your review, you and Ryan's review on Venom before I purchased it.
Okay.
Literally, because I didn't trust it. The thing is, as much as I wanted it, I want the perfect rendition. Now, is it the perfect rendition? I mean, it's
Will, don't you
but-
even? Will,
See, Justin?
But no, listen, because I love it. From what I've seen so far, I do love this figure, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. It's just now deciding who I'm going to get it from, but I know who I'm not getting it from.
Well, that's true.
What?
So,
Sideshow. I'm gonna get the black light. Let's do the black light test. I'm curious if these veins will glow. Hold on.
Leo, I'm so glad you said that because now my argument
What?
holds much more water.
what was your argument though?
So, see, 'cause Justin and I are going to talk about this
Don't
because,
give
and I
him-
want to hear what Rob thinks about this too because I love this Venom figure, but
Will
I want
wants
to
to wait
see.
indefinitely.
I want to see. Oh,
Not
Wow.
really. They don't really.
it still
glow.
looks cool, but
it looks great.
it kind of looks cool with dim light like that because that's kind of
Yeah.
how I envision Venom. But my argument is this: like I want to see Venom 2 before I buy this because I don't think this one is going to sell out, and the fact that they pushed this one out early kind of it tells me something. I just can't figure out what exactly it is. But this is supposed to come out like January to March of next year, and they dropped it before the film. Hot Toys doesn't normally do that without calls, so I think there's something coming from Venom 2, another
Yeah,
Venom
they'd
figure.
rather wait as long as possible.
Yeah, exactly. Like even longer than possible, really. But like I think maybe
yeah.
the next Venom, even if they don't have the spider on the chest, even if that's not going to happen, maybe we get a seamless like Hellboy upper body. Maybe we get a Tom Hardy head sculpt with a
if they-
transitioning face.
No, if they do another Venom, it will be. I guarantee it'll be using this exact same body, but they will either add new accessories or change the paint or something because they've invested a shit ton into making this unique body.
True. Yeah, I'm sure they did.
If they won't be making any. So if it's the body that you have issue with, then I think no Venom will be for you. But if and in terms of like the look of him from the trailers and the posters and everything, he looks exactly the same. It's Venom, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a living creature, so it can't really change the way it looks. But if you want more accessories, then maybe that's something that will get you. Or what if Venom 2 it comes with less?
Then I'll buy this one for cheap. because
Or
this
you'll
one
buy this one for more because the batch was so small and they've sold out by that point.
Do you think so? Do you think it is?
Yeah, because you don't know the gap between 2018's Venom and this figure being announced was what, a year or more?
True.
So it could be that you're
it
waiting
looks-
a year.
I
It
think
looks
I
so
predict this one's
good,
going to
man.
sit on the shelves a little while.
I don't
But-
think because here's the
don't
thing,
think
and I'm
so.
gonna
They
tell
didn't
you
make many.
why they didn't. And on top of that, the regular version has already sold out on Toys Wonderland.
Yeah.
So the only version that's actually left is the deluxe. So you kind of have to. You don't really have too much of a choice. You know what I mean? And the reason. Okay, so here's. I'm going against the Grail on this one because this is something I normally tell myself that I would never do. But in the instance of this is what I'm doing. Just me. I'm not telling anybody else to do this. I'm going to purchase 2, right? So I can customize the second one. I just want to have the
okay.
customized logo on the second one. Just once.
This guy here also.
Yeah, see.
See, I
cool.
bet a second figure might come with that. You know?
This head, well, this is the issue. They could. I will show you right now. This head will not work on this body because this head is huge, right? So what are you going to do? Make Tom Hardy's head huge, or make somehow the Venom side huge and the Tom Hardy side small? Because size-wise, when I put it on the body, you'll.
I want to see this.
Nah, it's
Yeah.
not going to work.
Beautiful.
Like, what are you going to do? Make Tom Hardy's head massive? You can't do. Like, it is one of those things that. In film, they're allowed to play with the proportions in CGI. Like, I remember watching it behind the scenes for Avengers, and they said with the Mark 7, we had to cheat with the proportions, and his legs are longer than any human's legs could ever be. And then in figure format, they had to figure it out. But I don't think that, like, there's obviously a massive size difference between a dude and Venom. The only way to make an Eddie Brock head work here is to make it huge, because otherwise it would look ridiculous. It would look really weird.
Or
How
it comes
else-
with a
how
second
would you
figure,
do
a
it?
mid-transformation figure like you have right
Yes,
there.
Like
Yeah,
this, if they
deluxe
did
set,
this, a 2-pack,
Yeah.
that'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
And this is a great figure, by the way. You can do the arm, or you can do a regular human arm and a regular Tom Hardy head. So you can just have a regular Eddie Brock. But I've got him mid Venomization. But I don't think, for those thinking, the second one might come with a Tom Hardy head. I mean, maybe. But I don't know how that would work with this particular body. It would look really weird. It would look very, very odd.
Yeah.
Carnage, though, I can see that happening.
Carnage. Oh my God. I'm almost certainly getting Carnage. Yeah.
See, and that's the thing. Like,
Why not wait for the next one, Will?
right. So
Nope.
here's the one thing I do like from the company I refuse to name is the simple fact that they are releasing the premium format Venom and the Carnage premium format. So I like both of them. You know what I mean? So
Are they comic book versions or film versions? Let me have a look.
comic book versions. They're comic accurate.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's the comic-
You're right there, Lael. That Carnage statue. Oh my God.
It looks amazing. Like it looks
I'm just
insanely
now that
crazy.
you've talked about statues again, I'm envisioning a Prime 1 Venom. Oh, that would blow my mind.
Or quarter scale Venom for Rob.
Yeah.
You know how big a
He would
quarter
be-
scale version would
Love
be?
that.
You know?
Maybe they would
That
do
thing would be
okay.
huge. That thing would be huge because
It
this
would be
is
really
already
big.
big.
Yeah, it would be huge.
Yeah.
Justin,
oh my God.
how does Venom size compare to like Thanos? Is he about the same size?
I would say that he's probably this. I would say that there are probably Thanos parts in this body. I would imagine.
Okay.
How
I
does
would
he
think.
scale? How does he scale against?
His legs are longer.
Yeah. How does he scale against Smart Hulk?
I don't. A lot of people ask me for those sorts of comparisons, but Smart Hulk is in the back of my Endgame display, and you'll know the Endgame is there's like 500 figures, so it's like I would have to dismantle my entire thing. DJN is asking me how it scales next to the Toys era bullet head Venom, and that one is bigger than this. I think that one is also right at the back of my display in the very back corner behind another cabinet. But the reason I didn't show that comparison in my review is because I don't like to show third-party figures in reviews for official product. Just in case Hot Toys, not that they will, but just in case they ever decide to work with me, I don't want that to be one of the reasons why they say, oh, you show unofficial products next to our products, you're devaluing our brand. That's why I don't show third-party stuff in reviews for official products. So that's hopefully that solves it.
Don't do that.
If enough people ask me, maybe I'll get the Toys era whatever one out of I can get the statue. The statue's right here. Hold on, I can get the statue. That's not an issue. One moment.
That figure does look great. Rob, did you say you're getting Venom?
I haven't decided yet. I mean, I you know what? I hadn't decided, but I watched Justin's review and I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
that's
see,
happened to me too.
That's the same
you know,
thing.
well, I tell you, that's why I think that Justin sets the
This
tone
thing is
on
huge,
YouTube
by
in
the
terms of, Justin's convinced me to buy figures that I wouldn't have bought, but he's also convinced me to buy figures I thought I was going to buy and I didn't.
Yeah,
It's smaller. The statue is smaller height-wise, but it is way bigger. Like the base of it is huge. I don't know how exactly you would incorporate this into your Venom display. Like I guess you could kind of have him like coming out of it or something. I really don't like this thing because it is so freaking big. It takes up a massive amount of space, but it's cool. Like it's a hunk of black swirly stuff. So yeah, I guess you could kind of have him, I don't know, forming out of it somehow, maybe.
That piece looks amazing, man.
It
Like,
does
that
look cool.
Venom-
I
that
love
Venom-
that smiling sculpt. I don't know how you guys feel. Do you guys like the tongue one or the smiling one?
I like the smiling one better.
I do too.
Yeah,
Because the
Let me
tongue
switch it
one
out
looks
just so you
too
can
much
see.
like he's in mid-attack action. Like he's not going to stand around with his tongue suspended
like
in the
that.
air like that. He has to be in a
Yeah,
pose
yeah,
like
yeah.
he's attacking.
exactly. Like he has to be.
The
like,
smiling one
yeah.
has so much personality. You can just tell he's got a devious look about it. You don't know who he's gonna eat. I love
But I
it.
figure the rest of him needs to match that. Like if he's smiling that way, it's he should have the weapons brandished and he's ready to pounce.
Yeah, I also love the way the tentacles attach. That you literally cannot see the portholes when you plug the pieces in. They are completely hidden almost. That is,
I love it.
Genius. I love that. So there's some really good engineering going on here. Also, the body has an air gap between the body underneath and the suit. So you can move the body underneath without putting any stress on the suit.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's cool.
I love that they've done that, and I wish they would do that more. So, like Venom Pool had that as well.
Justin, keep talking about it because Toya's in the chat. So keep talking about it. The more you talk about it, the more she'll actually agree to it.
This is not the Venom that you want. I'll show you the Venom. This right here is the Venom that you want. You need
Not Venom
this
Pool. No.
No.
Figure of the
This is
year,
the Venom.
baby.
This is the best Venom you can get. He's got tongue action going. He's got articulated fingers. This has more articulation than main Venom. That's
Hard
another
pass.
topic, by the way, that we will be discussing on the podcast. Get off the cable, Venom. Is articulation versus accuracy. So we're going to be tackling some big issues on the podcast. By the way, if any of y'all want to come on the podcast with Will and I, just let me know. We record
Whatever.
right after the stream. So.
Let me know.
We
You
can
know what?
make that
Okay, so I'll do that
Oh,
if one day, so I can
What
check
do we
this off my bucket list. One day that I'm able to get on Robservation.
Oh, you come on Robservations anytime you want.
hey.
All
There
right.
you go.
Then I'll be on the podcast. That's what's up.
He was holding our show hostage so that he could get on Raw.
See?
Exactly.
That's how we roll on this
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Oh my
Exactly.
God.
You know.
Wow.
Classic Lael.
No, you know what I would like to do?
TLC.
You know what I would like to do?
Oh,
I
yeah.
think
Yes.
a good topic would be
Yes.
to have on Robservations is to discuss with you how is it, because you're a little older than Justin, as I am, probably a little older. It would be interesting to talk about how we've maintained our love of toys and things as we've gotten older.
Exactly.
Like
I
what do they
love
mean?
that.
You know, what do they mean to us, and how do
It's a
we?
good topic, actually.
Yeah,
Well,
and
not for me,
I think it's
I'm
very
like 5
interesting
years
because
old.
you know there's the old biblical isn't it the Bible where it says you have to give up when becoming a man you have to give up childish things or something? Wasn't that a Bible verse, or where did that come from?
And I refuse to
Sounds
do
like
it.
something
Well,
Nick,
that's
right.
I find it interesting where half of the adult world is on prescription medication for depression, you know, and and there's so many people that they're always asking me like, what are you so happy about all the time? And I'm like, what's not to be
What's
happy?
not to
I
be
mean,
happy about?
I got giant pieces for an Enterprise D coming. I got a James Bond 1/8 D7 I got to build. I got the Andromeda from Star Blazers.
Exactly.
I got toys coming in. I got Gundams out my wazoo. A new Stephen King novel just came out. I mean, what's not to love?
What's not to love? Like, this is peace and serenity for me right here behind me.
There's Tom
You know what I
Hardy
mean?
riding a Venomized Groot. What more would you
What
want?
more do you need?
I know, that's-
What more do you need? This is how I'm going to display him now.
And plus, that Tron piece you got right there looks incredible. I've been staring at that the entire time.
Oh, this, I got to tell you, the
Beautiful.
guy makes these. This is actually a recreation of the Tron video game from '82.
Yeah.
But he makes these. It's not plugged in, but this lights up.
Oh
my friend Cliff Stevenson, who I like to call him Geek Santa, he finds crazy stuff on like Etsy that he thinks you might like, and he'll call you up and he's like, "I found something for you."
Oh,
I'm like, "What? What is
God.
it?" And I've got to plug it in and light it up, but it's because I'm putting like more lights here and have that light up. So
I'm
I
watching
still have your
Tron
gift
tonight.
here, by the way, Rob. I haven't been able to take it to the post office because I want to pack it properly, and all the places that sell packing materials are
are
closed.
closed. Well, I'll tell you what. Next time I see Shang-Chi, I'll be thinking about the fact you can't send me my gift.
Wow.
Savage.
Wow.
Rob is savage. I love it.
Wow.
I'm just
Rob
kidding.
is
It's so
savage.
nice of you. You know, you've already sent me a great gift, so I can't even imagine. I love the Ethan Hunt figure you sent me.
It's pretty. It's pretty fantastic. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
I
a
love that
great
thing.
figure. I think the sculpt is great, and I have him right next to my Kiefer Sutherland, my Enter Bay, Jack. I want to say Jack Ryan, Jack Bauer from 24.
Yeah. Nice.
See,
I don't know why
We
these
do have
belong
some
together.
love coming in for you, Lael. We got a super chat, 449 pounds. Thank you so much, Superhero Displays.
Oh,
Keep the
man,
love
thank
coming
you.
for Lael, of course.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much.
No need to super chat though. Don't want to monetize that sort of stuff. Just send in the regular chats is
Yeah.
more than enough. So huge thank you to you for that, Superhero Displays.
Thank you very much.
So yeah, Gino says Rob going hard on Justin today. Yeah.
It's called a runner in the business. It's just a running joke. You keep it going
Yeah,
as long
it
as you
is.
can.
Yeah.
Uh,
We're trying
it's never gonna
to
get old.
cheer you up, bro. We're just trying to cheer you up.
okay.
Yeah. We're
We're trying to give you hope. We're giving you hope,
Yeah.
bro. Don't worry about it. You good.
Oh, yeah, okay. I had 2 packages arrive while we were streaming. I don't know if you all want to see what the hell was it. I don't know what's in them. If
The
you all
answer is
wanna
yes, we
open
do.
them.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right,
we
okay.
kind of do.
All right, I'll go.
And you
There-
you want to show us because you've
Yeah,
mentioned that
you
you had
mentioned
those
it, yeah.
packages earlier.
Okay. By the way, also, the Mysterio giveaway will be properly announced next week's live stream. So I have him here. Mysterio is ready. He's ready to be given away. So everyone,
But how are you going to pack it if you can't? How are you going to
it's
ship
already
it if you can't pack
that
it?
one. That one's already packed. But the one that I got from Rob was sent in the flimsiest piece of shit box that I've ever seen in my life, and I don't want it. I know how y'all handle packages in the US, and y'all don't handle them well. They kick them, they throw them around. I bought 2 brand new suitcases when we went from Hawaii. We flew to San Francisco. Those suitcases, literally, I handed to the guy, and he smashed it on the ground onto the conveyor belt thing. Like, you just place it. Like here in Australia, you'll get the bag and you'll just place it down. This guy smashed it down, and the wheel flew off right in front of me. Like, they are so aggressive. The baggage handling people are so aggressive in the US, and I don't know why. I think they're bored and they hate their job, so they want to take it out in the bags. But it's just like, that's expected, apparently. Like, they'll just throw stuff everywhere. So I want to package this so it doesn't get completely obliterated. Rob will know when he gets it why I've done
You've
that.
done a pretty good job packing stuff in the past, though.
Thank you. I will go and get.
Hey, Will, I think we need to.
Can we talk about how great Shang-Chi is?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, guys! Why Justin doesn't? Does he have Bluetooth headphones? Because I don't want to spoil it for him. But seriously, have you guys all seen it twice? Because I have. I think it's easily the best solo Marvel movie. So, legitimately.
Yo.
Forget Justin. Who cares about him?
Yo, listen. I'm biting my tongue. I'm trying my heart. You know what you got? That's why, Rob, you should have been on yesterday's show, man. We talked about it. We went through everything play by play. What's up?
It wasn't the worst news that you could possibly ever receive.
It wasn't?
Oh, Australia's extending the lockdown?
Weren't for me.
Oh, okay.
Justin,
Okay.
you didn't hear.
Don't you
hate
that? Anyway, I do have 2 packages coming, but they're not here. But I have some stuff to show anyway that y'all haven't seen yet.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, he didn't hear it. He didn't hear
anything we said.
Yeah, it's cool.
No, you were talking and then it cut out just before you said anything.
Oh,
exactly. Good. That's great.
That worked out great.
Ooh.
I have some quarter scale stuff to review. This is the NECA. Get out of here, freaking Venom riding Venom. Okay, I have a quarter scale Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman from NECA, which I'm super excited to review. And then, quarter scale 89 Batman, of course. Also,
Is that
from
NECA
by the way,
as
these
well?
NECA figures are pretty fantastic. It's the wrong
They
Batman.
break a lot, though.
They do, but these are the reissues, so I'm hoping that they are more sturdy. So we'll see. And then lastly, of course, Danny DeVito as the Penguin. This is the mayoral version. So he comes with his top hat and his coat.
He's a chunky boy.
I really wish they would make a Returns Batman in quarter scale, because they've done 89, but it's not the same. Anyway, I wanted to show you something, because the packages weren't for me, so I couldn't show you them.
The one time Justin doesn't get packages for himself.
I know. It's truly sad. I don't know.
Okay.
They are coming today, though. Don't worry, they are coming. But yeah, Steph had 3 deliveries today. 3.
Wow. I wanted to ask you guys this. I want to go back to the Back to the Future figures for a little bit.
Got you.
Yeah, Marty's coming out in September and Doc is coming out in a million years' time.
Yeah, it's weird.
What the hell?
Why do you think they decided, like, what made them? I know Back to the Future just came out in 4K recently.
I think I know.
You do. I'm curious. Like, what's the thinking?
So,
what's the business thinking behind it? I mean, we don't even have Wonder Woman in her armor yet.
Well, it doesn't really mark a special anniversary or anything, but as for that specific date, on Doc Brown's tombstone in Back to the Future, he died September 7th. So that's why they dropped them on September 7th, but it doesn't mark any significant anniversary, etc. I don't know what, like, I was thinking the exact same thing. That's why I said one of the biggest reasons why I don't think they're happening is there's no new films. There's no real huge resurgence of hype currently. Like, it just seems like a weird time. It's like if they just dropped, I don't know, they did a reissue of RoboCop. It's like, oh yeah, cool. I like RoboCop. Everyone loves RoboCop. But like, there's no real reason right now to do RoboCop.
Well, I was just thinking that I think Back to the Future is a perennial favorite, though. You know, it
evergreen.
came out in 1985. It's an evergreen thing. It's 36 years old. Everybody, you know, even if you're not a figure collector, having a 6-scale rendition of that. I mean, that Marty McFly with the costuming and the accessories, the Doc Brown,
he's
having those up.
great.
You know, everybody. I think those are for people that don't necessarily just buy figures, but those are also for.
I agree.
You know, you can give them to anybody because everyone.
I
loves
agree.
Back
I've
to the
seen
Future.
people who don't have collections who have that Marty and the DeLorean, and that's their only collectible thing like that they own.
Right.
But they have those. So
Yeah.
I mean, I just think
you're right.
with all the stuff, like you'd think. I mean, I understand. You've explained. I didn't really understand until I started watching you how in Hong Kong, because Star Wars it didn't come out in 1977. It had no presence in Chinese culture. So they're like, you know, what do we care about Star Wars figures? But to know how much they sell in the rest of the world, it's strange to me that they've never released a Bespin Han. We have 2 Leias from Empire Strikes Back, but we don't have a Han from Empire Strikes Back.
And they teased it. Like they've teased this thing. And how much heart you have the head sculpt. You already have it.
Yeah.
So what is the reasoning? I that's what I really don't understand. Like it's taking so long. Like,
I mean, you got the body. It's just I find it odd because Hot Toys doesn't really communicate with its fan base. I mean, not really. They're a very closed off company considering the passionate fan base that they have. And it's strange to me. You know, I know we can be very critical, which is probably why they don't engage.
The only recent type of communication that I've seen from them is if you go on their website and you click on the news section, this is hottoys.co.hk, and you click on the news section, they have an article. It's not in our language, by the way, it's in Chinese. So no point looking at it. It says something, if you translate it, it talks about the issue with the Taiwanese version of Captain America, the Endgame Cap, with the short collar, and the Hong Kong / rest of the world version with the long collar. And it's basically them just saying, get over it. They're handmade. It's not a defect. We're not replacing it. It's like a really crappy communication. I'm pretty sure that's the letter. I didn't translate it, but I'm pretty sure that is the one that they're talking about. So that's the only recent communication that I've seen from them to the collecting community. Like if they put out a bi-monthly update saying production update, like how Prime One Studios has their massive showcase event and J&D Studios have their update videos where they show the latest prototype of their latest product, and they're saying, oh, you know, we're working on this has changed, expect to see it here. And then moving on to Venom 2. We're not ready to announce a figure yet, but we're super excited for the film. We can't wait to see it. And if the film does well, then we might be interested in picking up the license. And then move on to something else. Like, it literally just takes one sentence, and then the collectors know, oh, okay, cool. We may see product from this next film. Like, it is so straightforward, and you can have a one-directional chat with your fans by doing something like that. You don't have to take comments back. You don't have to answer the comments. Turn comments off. You just have to let people know in 2021, I don't think it's good enough to be a secret, closed black box of a company. And if it was a publicly traded company, I don't think the shareholders would let that fly. But because it's owned by one guy, Howard Chan, he's like, I don't care. I really don't care.
Like, I'm going to do what I want.
And I'm going to do whatever I want because he can.
See, with that mentality though, like you're
bad.
really,
it's real bad.
It is like you're really shutting off, you know, that connection to fans, people who have actually been purchasing your figures for a while. It's not, look, we don't want to feel. It's not like we want, or we feel entitled. I mean, I don't want to
know what you ate for breakfast in the morning.
Yeah,
All
we just
know is
or at least give me
a big on this.
Give me an update. Give me some type of. I mean, I'm waiting on, like, I'm still waiting on the Golden Armor Wonder Woman. Like, where is the update on that? Like, you know,
I really want the Iron Patriot. I've paid that.
That should be according to our new source. That and Pennywise.
Oh yes, our latest news source.
So, but Rob, you asked a really good question. Like, I feel like with Bespin Han, to me, my only guess would be that it's not time sensitive. Like, they could put it out literally any time, and Hot Toys has so many other products that are.
Anniversary.
Yeah, the 40th anniversary.
We had the 40th anniversary already.
But
Boba Fett, Darth Vader, and why not put out
But
Bespin Han? That outfit, that's everyone's favorite outfit Han wears anyway.
Oh yeah, I would
Exactly.
get it. But with Lando, like, did that come out on the 40th? I can't remember.
It was released
That
a couple
was in
months afterwards, but
Right.
it's already based. You know,
window.
as far as it's you know for pre-order anyway.
I
It
guess
was.
in
I
that
guess
same
because
year.
Has the Hot Toys Lando come out yet?
no, it's
It
on
hasn't come
pre-order.
out yet. It's on
Yeah.
it. Well, the pre-order came out.
Yeah,
It
the
hasn't been
pre-order
released
drop.
yet.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean. But I think it's just because maybe they're like probably drowning in so many new Marvel and DC and Star Wars, you know, characters that like it's hard to keep up with like a Bespin Han, which is like you could put that out pretty much any time. I mean,
The
you
thing
could-
is, they know that Mandalorian right now is hot.
yeah, they're trying to
So
milk the
they're
Mandalorian,
putting
yeah.
all their chips into Mandalorian and producing those particular figures and putting those out ahead of anything else. When you know, pretty much, there's a lot of us who really enjoy the OG figures. Like we want the OG.
Yep.
You know, if you actually just go back and give us those, like, come on.
Yeah,
man.
like I'd much rather have a Bespin Han than a Flame Trooper. I mean, like
Yep.
it's
Yeah,
I mean,
me
it's
too.
not even a
Yeah.
competition.
I love the
So-
love the Flame Troop, but I'm right there with you. I would absolutely have a Bespin Han over. And some people are
Yes.
saying, oh, maybe they're taking their time to get it just right. We have two great Harrison Ford Han Solo head sculpts, and people were saying the
Likeness,
same thing
yeah.
about Mark 1 diecast, saying, oh, they're taking their time to get it just right. But then when they made Mark 1 diecast, it's just the plastic Mark 1 2.0 with a bit of metal thrown on. Same display base, same head sculpt. It's literally the exact same thing with a bit of metal and an LED function.
I
You
definitely
plug it in.
The
think so,
same
but-
expression that he had here is what you see in Empire Strikes Back. Like, what
Right.
more do you need? Like,
you
you
think-
don't.
I
I
like
don't
the
know.
smirking one from Stormtrooper.
Do you think people
Disguise.
would be
Yeah.
happy though with a reused sculpt? I mean,
No.
I'm not sure they would.
They
That's the
wouldn't.
I
problem.
don't know.
People will
Not-
bitch
I don't
about
think it
anything,
would
but I
ups-
mean, but also I don't
it would
think that they
upset
would.
them- I don't think it would upset them enough not to buy it.
You
Yeah,
have to
that's
change
probably
his hair,
true.
though.
This head sculpt
Yeah.
is incredible.
I mean, the head sculpt is great. I have that figure and I love it, but I do feel
I
like
love
people
the
would want
smiling-
something new.
The smiling one, I don't think a lot of people have that one because it was part of that exclusive, the Stormtrooper Disguise
Right.
Hot Toys. So I don't think a lot of people have access to that specific sculpt, and I think it's really good. It's it's obviously has an expression. It's not just a blank sculpt, so maybe people wouldn't like that. But I think that's one of the best Harrison Ford likenesses that Hot Toys have done out of the two or three, if you count Old Han. And
What about
Indy,
Indiana
actually.
Jones?
Yeah, I forgot about
That
Indy.
one?
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Indiana Jones,
good.
I like as well. I like
Yeah.
it. I like it. Yeah, I like it. But we'll see. Hopefully, Bespin Han at some point. As for Back to the Future, I don't know why, but one of the more interesting things is Marty is supposed to be coming out this month.
September.
And then Doc is slated for release in 2022 to 2023.
yeah, that doesn't make
Why-
sense.
like-
is it because the outfit is white instead of yellow? Is that the
Yes.
only difference? I
No.
mean, that's literally it, right?
No, it's because Marty is exactly the same as the original, just with a new head,
Right.
and Einstein, if you get the Einstein one. Whereas Doc is entirely new patterning for the outfit, entirely new accessories. Marty's just basically a reissue with a new head. It's ready. All the parts and pieces, I assume, will just be ready to go. So that's why I think. But still, then I would release Marty at the same time as Doc.
A year separate apart is a pretty
Well,
big gap.
do you think that the reason why Marty is coming so soon is there anything that they've done different with the body? I mean, as opposed to just the head sculpt
I
itself?
doubt it.
No, I don't
Identical.
think so.
So that's what I'm saying. Do you think it's just
Yeah.
we're going to see an updated head sculpt on something that they've already had, and they're just, you know, in a sense, it's
Yeah,
listed
that's
as a
it, yeah.
reissue. So that's all we're seeing is just an updated head sculpt.
Yeah.
So it's easier for them to actually produce that, get that out quicker than it would be for Doc with especially with all the accessories that it actually
Plutonium,
comes with. Yeah.
Yeah, and a brand new outfit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Justin was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
new patterns, etc. For
Yeah.
the cut and sew.
Yeah.
And the portrait.
And the portrait.
And the portrait.
Someone said, Ken, one of my admins, said that he thinks they're going to do an updated head sculpt for Doc. I made a bet that they won't. They absolutely, I don't think will. I hope I'm wrong because it'd be cool to get another expression. But like that was his face throughout 95% of that film, so that expression works perfectly, I think, for Doc Brown. He's gonna have Mike says, is Doc gonna have rooted hair? No, it
Nah,
is sculpted.
it's sculpted. Yeah.
Yeah, and I prefer that.
I think it would work
for
better
Doc,
for this
I prefer.
figure. Yeah, sculpted
Yeah,
works better. Yeah.
I think
Unless they
I
did
don't-
rooted and you have the magical moose.
the
That's
touch.
true,
You have the
maybe.
That's
touch.
all you
the
need.
magical
You
touch.
had that magical.
Rooted is
Ryan.
tough, man. It's tough.
Man,
It is.
look.
It is real tough.
I use honestly, I use
Oh.
rooted hair. I use beard balm on my Wonder Woman, and it
Oh.
works perfectly fine.
Okay. Okay.
Beard balm. You
Interesting.
put that on there, it styles it nice and keeps it smooth, and you're good to go.
Okay. Interesting.
Beard
Well,
balm,
I will
see?
try that out on my rooted hair figures. Not that I have many, but the ones that are really frizzly are definitely Wonder Woman. She's a pain to get the hair looking good on.
Man, I
Interesting.
ordered my
Um,
Iron Patriot on August 2nd, 2019.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's about how it was for Endgame Cap too. Endgame Cap took like 2 years. Yeah.
Man.
Yep. I ordered it.
Wow.
I ordered it with my Spider-Man quarter scale deluxe. I ordered
Yep.
it with Venom Pool, and I ordered it with a quarter scale Vito Corleone statue by Blitzway.
Oh yeah.
That was an order I
Wow.
made. That was an order I made on August 2nd, 2019.
Imagine
It is
if
my
any other company was like this. Like if you ordered an iPhone and then they were like, see you later. You get something in
Right.
2 years, but we won't tell you what's happening, and we won't tell you, and we won't give you any updates at all, and then it'll magically appear. Like what? How have we become okay with that? I don't know.
Although I will say this, they're taking my remaining balance on the 25th of September. So they've been
Okay.
pushing it off like they had it I paid off my first payment on I pre-ordered it and I didn't pay it off all at once. I pre-ordered it. They took my first payment on January 25th of 2021. They took my second payment on March 25th. And then my third payment they haven't taken yet. So they took my first payment
Okay.
in January and they're going to take my last one in September. So it's 9 months apart.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
crazy.
let's hope that he is next. Let's hope that he is next, because I want a big, chunky diecast boy.
I mean, this thing looks so cool.
I know.
I know. I know.
I mean, to
need it.
have
and then
it,
Endgame
especially-
Captain Marvel. What about her?
Yeah, I know.
And Loki, best of all.
Yeah, another.
And I want the
the
Don
same
Cheadle,
Loki that we
the
had.
Don
previously.
Cheadle head sculpt.
Yeah, that's true. Justin, the same Loki, but the best Loki. That's all.
But the
best.
yes, I agree. I agree. It is the best. It is the best looking Loki out of the bunch so far. I will agree with that.
Where is Loki from the TV
Partey-
show, Justin? Loki and Sylvie.
Same place as Crossbones and Yellow Jacket
Oh.
and yeah.
Don't put that evil on me, please.
Shazam and all the I'm pretty sure it will happen. Partey Animal has an interesting comment, and I want to address this. It says that scummy that Einstein comes with Marty, but the stopwatch for him comes with Doc. So those that already have the original Marty would have to get the new one to get an official Einstein by Hot Toys. Well, Hot Toys, what is it you always say, Rob? It's not show friends, it's show
business. That's right.
Hot
I
Toys
got
is
that
not going to
from
be
Bob
like,
Sugar
oh,
and Jerry Maguire.
oh, you know what? Those poor collectors, we got to make sure that we give them the opportunity to not buy our new Marty and just sell them a $5 plastic dog. Versus, forcing them to have to give us the most money possible and make us the most money. We got to take care of those people. No, they are a business. They're going to try their very best to get as much money from you as possible. It's a cash grab. It's whatever you want to call it. Their sole purpose for existing is to get your money.
Right.
They put out a product, they take your money, and then they give you the thing that you paid for. So, yeah, it's annoying, I guess, if you had the first Marty that was released a long time ago, which I do, but they're giving you a brand new head sculpt as well, which is better. So
Linda also brings up Valkyrie. Where's Valkyrie?
Where is
where the
Valkyrie,
hell
man?
is
I've been.
Valkyrie?
Yeah.
They
Come
they
on.
show us, and here's the thing, and I've talked about this before. So they gave us the original, or they showed us the original prototype of that figure.
Yeah.
Then they did an update, because at first it had the jointed arms. They did an update with the seamless and updated the head sculpt.
Yep.
Nothing. Like, we haven't heard anything since. So if you were going to do these updates for that figure, why aren't we, like, what's going on? Like,
They're straight up racists. You know it.
It is,
on,
bro.
Bad.
It
It's real
is.
bad over there.
It
It's real
is.
bad.
It is.
I don't know.
It
I've
is.
got a feeling that might be something as well. I'm pretty I'm pretty pissed off about that too, to be honest.
It is
It's
because
real
look,
bad.
we haven't gotten her. There has been no sign of an Okoye yet.
Okay, first of all, can I just say, perhaps my most eagerly awaited figure is Okoye.
Is Okoye.
Come
Yes,
on, those
I would
Black
love
Panther
to-
costumes,
imagine the
those Academy
poses that you could pull
Award-winning
off.
costumes.
Yes, bro.
Dude, I want the Dora Milaje.
Dora
I want-
I would have
Milaje,
been,
all of
I
them.
would have been in big on M'Baku.
I would like that too.
I need
Yeah.
Okoye first. I need
think
Okoye
Okoye
first because she
more
has such a
than-
presence.
And the
Sorry, Will.
Dora Milaje are like the stormtroopers of
It's
the
okay,
Marvel
Justin.
Universe. You could just buy a bunch of them. I want a whole
Yeah.
cadre of Dora Milaje.
I would love that.
Give
and
it
then
to
if
me.
you buy if they do a Koye, and then I guarantee you a third-party company will make other head sculpts from the rest of the Dora Milaje.
Yeah, because I
You can just
want,
buy multiple.
Falcon and Winter Soldier too.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that. She's so beautiful, that woman.
Yeah, bro. And she
I
was
would-
amazing in that. And
So
yeah.
good. At least the two of them.
Why
so
not?
you could do poses like they're fighting or something.
Come on, Hot
Yes.
Toys.
I think if
What
you're
the
going to get a
hell?
Koye, the time would be Black Panther 2. That's
I
definitely
agree.
the time to do. Because, I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
whoever takes over the mantle of Black Panther, you got that figure, and then you got, whoever else they're going to make. But
Can we do some like pressure, like talk about inclusion or do some kind of a protest to get these
Oh, they don't
figures and
even
accuse
care.
them of racism? Like black action figures lives
Bro,
matter. Come
like
on, we want
it's
'em.
we want them.
They
We
wouldn't
need
even-
them. And
they
the
wouldn't
thing
do
is,
it.
I've been talking
course,
about
yeah.
this for the longest time because it makes absolutely no sense. These characters are
It's
popular.
ridiculous.
They are
I know-
extremely popular in the IP, and to not release them, it makes absolutely. It took us like 6, 7 years just to get to finally get a cyborg, and that's
Right.
probably going to be pushed out
Yeah.
again as
But,
well.
I could see how many young girls who don't necessarily collect figures would want to get something like an Okoye figure. I mean, that would be a gateway drug
I
for a whole new
swear to
generation. of
God,
Exactly.
if we do not get a Ms. Marvel based off the Ms. Marvel show, there is something seriously wrong. That I think will tell us all we need to know about Hot Toys. If it comes around and that she's added to the list right up alongside Okoye and Valkyrie and Mantis and all those other figures that deserve to be made, but haven't, then I think we'll know all that we need to know, and we can
Everything that we
go
need to
from
know.
there.
I mean,
It
I
is-
understand that they have to go where the money is, but I love my Shuri figure.
Love it.
I love that figure.
Yeah.
I
Love
think
it.
that
It's
I think that
fantastic.
So much presence.
the
It's an
sculpt is really
amazing.
good from what I saw.
It looks exact.
Yeah.
It's to a T. Her Killmonger,
And
like
the-
that
Oh, dude,
Killmonger head
Killmonger's
sculpt
sculpt.
was incredible.
Ooh, that sculpt
Yeah, and you know what? I
is-
wasn't going to get Killmonger unless it came with the Michael, because I have a man crush on Michael B. Jordan. I'm like, when it came, I'm like, oh, if it's coming with Michael B. Jordan, click. Happy to
Yeah,
have that.
exactly.
I almost
And
feel
it was
bad leaving that
perfect.
sculpt in the box because I love it so much. But I
I
normally
know,
go
me
with
too.
I go with helmeted usually. But
Nah,
that sculpt
what I
is so
did
good.
was I have
I'm
it.
holding
I
the
have
helmet.
it.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I have it unhelmeted, and it's actually sitting right under him, arms
You're
crossed
gonna have a
with
few
both
options
blades.
for
Yeah.
You're gonna have a
Nice,
few
Lael.
options for civilian versions, or I shouldn't even say civilian versions.
Yes.
Hey, bad.
Yes.
Nice, Rob.
Yeah.
What did you all think about the T'Challa head sculpt that I reviewed on the channel? By the
Oh,
way,
Loved it.
Loved it.
Loved
good.
it.
It looks good. Yeah,
It's
I
good,
loved
it's
it, but I was pissed.
you can't
Was
get
it
it.
sold
I
out?
know, I'm
You can't get
sorry.
it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Hopefully there'll be
No,
another one. There'll be another
you see
one.
how he said he's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
I'm
to tell
sorry.
you. I got to tell you guys what I'm doing Thursday night.
What's up?
So
Okay.
I do.
Don't you dare say seeing Shang-Chi again.
No, but I do a podcast. I co-host a podcast called the Designing Hollywood Podcast.
Okay.
And I am interviewing. We're doing a live event to celebrate the anniversary, and I'm going to be I'm going to be interviewing Sonia Hayes and Judiana Makovsky, who are working on Marvel movies, including
Whoa.
Spider-Man:
Nice.
No Way Home. So you know what I'm going to say live? It's going to be live streaming.
Okay.
I'm going to be like, so what was it like working on No Way Home? Was your favorite Spider-Man costume Tom Holland's costume, or did you like working with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's
Just this.
Spider-Man?
Wow.
costume?
That's beautiful.
You know-
Let's see the first reaction. Yeah.
Ooh, because you can't back your way out of that one. You can't back your way unless she's
Should I
watching
do
this
that?
tonight. If she's watching
Yeah,
this
do
tonight,
it.
she's like,
Do it.
"Oop, I'm taking notes. I know
Should I do
exactly
that?
what's going on."
Is she
Yeah,
like
do
never
it.
gonna come on your show
Yeah,
again?
do
if
it.
you
Do it.
that?
Do it. Do
You know
it.
what? I'll tell you something. I'm going to ask the question, but if she opens her mouth and be like, don't Don't say anything.
It's just for fun.
I just did it for fun. Just did it for fun.
bro, that would be
Just for fun.
crazy.
You know what's really cool? So Ellen Mrojenik and the 4 people and Daniel Orlandi, all of them have they have all designed costumes that I have 6-scale figures of. So I'm gonna line up pictures like
all of them so they can actually see
so
them.
you can see them all together.
All
One's
of
Captain
them.
Marvel's costume, and I'm just gonna
Like,
line them all
oh
up.
wow, okay,
Yeah.
Nice.
yes.
That's
And this is Thursday night.
badass.
Thursday night. It's gonna be a live stream. I think it's
Okay.
live on
Okay,
YouTube.
we'll
but
check it out.
it's designed
Definitely.
in Hollywood. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm in.
We'll
I'm
check it
in.
out.
Too.
But is that a
I'll
wrong
be
thing
there
to
to watch.
say?
No, it's hilarious. Do it.
No. It's funny. Do it.
Because she probably won't know. Because they don't. I mean,
No, she
they
probably
don't know. Like, well, let me tell you. I mean, when I was working with all 3 costumes, I had to. No.
My God, yes.
No. Hey, whoa. Yeah, I'll be tuning in to watch it. Big Collector says, "How you doing?" Hashtag Justice League. Hey, Big Collector, I am doing well, and I think the rest of the lads are doing also well. So thank you
Definitely,
for
man.
coming along and super chatting. We have 2 more super chats from Luminara843. I feel the same. The only black female hot toy is Shuri. I think, yeah, you're right. It's not good enough.
No,
So Hot Toys
it's not.
gonna fix that shit right now because
It's
Is
not.
that true?
Well,
Yep.
here's the thing, because we have her. We would have actually had Valkyrie. Don't have that yet.
Yeah, Valkyrie. We need
you
Valkyrie. Come
you
on.
can't really count Gamora.
Right, because she's green.
because she's green, so
Green.
you can't really count that character. But there's been no other. No, it really hasn't been another black female character that I've seen yet.
See, I have
Come on,
my
Hot
shirt
Toys, we're
sitting in
watching.
the throne of
Well,
Wakanda.
yeah.
That's really
Badass.
no,
That's
Can I ask
badass.
you a question since we brought up? Let me ask you a question. Lael, I'm curious about this.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me. This was like 4 or 5 years ago when I made a video of, and they asked me about action figures and race,
Mhm.
and I never really thought about it. I'm like,
Mhm.
I just buy figures that I like.
Yeah.
And I realized that I did have a lot when I was thinking about black action figures that I had because you have Sam Wilson, like I have the original the first Falcon from Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier. Yeah.
And then I've got the Don Cheadle, a couple of War Machines. I've got Iron Patriot, and I've got iterations of War Machine with his head sculpt. And I'm curious. I mean, I've noticed you are black. So-
Right.
Observation.
So I would ask you, as a collector, is it meaningful when you're able to get these characters now rendered so lovingly? And I mean,
Yes,
I
it
would.
is.
Is that cool? Because I remember
Yes,
when I
it
was
is.
a kid, I had 12-inch. I
Yes,
had
it is.
12-inch GI Joe figures with kung fu grips,
Mm-hmm.
and I had the black character, and I really liked having the different.
Yeah.
Like he was it was cool to have that character.
Yeah, it's the thing is what's cool about it. It's not only just about representation.
Right.
It's because it representation goes a far way. And when they originally announced, when they actually came out with the Lando, like when they finally announced Lando,
Yeah.
I ordered that son of a
Finally,
bitch like
yeah.
it was nothing. Like it was, and I paid it off right then and there because I was like, I wanted this for the longest time. Then they actually gave us Giancarlo. And I'm like, whoa, okay,
Yes.
now we're going in the right direction. You know what I mean? So it's
Grief
not
Karga,
it's
please keep them coming.
Grief Karga,
Grief
and that's what I'm
Karga.
saying. Like
Yeah.
you've released everyone else from the Mandalorian line except for, of course, we're not going to actually see. You already know.
Cara
But we
Dune.
could, Cara Dune, we could, you never know. But at the same time,
Maybe.
Grief Karga was a central character and played a very important role as well. And we still don't have
directed
that
the
figure yet.
damn-
Plus,
Some
they've
of the
already,
episodes.
Hot
You
Toys
did
has
direct
already
an
done a Carl Weathers figure before. They did Apollo
Yeah,
Creed
a
back
very
in the
long
day.
time ago. Yeah.
Exactly. So this is what I'm saying. It's inclusive. It's basically representation, but it's just like to basically see that there's no judgment. There's a no judgment zone that everyone can actually have a place. I want black characters. I want Hispanic characters, Asian characters. We're finally. I mean, you're giving us. Of course, here's the thing. If China would not have actually, and they would not have released that Shang-Chi or both the characters that we actually see, I would have been like, okay, I would have been surprised. But we knew that was going to happen, and they were perfectly done. So
Right.
if you're showing that love, you can show love to other characters. You can show love to other IPs. The thing is, it's like, don't, right now, Hot Toys is basically showing us their hand. And there has been next to zero love for ethnic characters. And I
Right.
think that there needs to be more love, and it needs to be brought out to the forefront. I don't have these discussions, and I was talking to Justin about it. I don't have these discussions in groups. The reason why I don't have it in groups is because, Rob, when you go through groups, man, it gets vicious. Those groups,
Yeah,
you
real
will
fast.
bring out the racist rhetoric in individuals, and you'll
Yep.
see it. And I refuse to basically do it. Now, I mean, do I want? Yeah, I would love to. But I choose to do it live here because, like I said, we can have an open discussion, and, you know, people would really understand where we're coming from if they see an entire panel agreeing that there is an issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
there
definitely.
is.
I mean, I thought for sure, because I like in the case of Okoye, she's so toyetic. You know, that
Yes.
Yeah.
the Dora Milaje costumes are
It's
so
beautiful.
cool.
Yeah.
Way more
And-
toyetic than Pennywise, guaranteed.
No, no,
No,
I won't
but I
go
mean,
that
oh,
far.
yeah.
But the thing is, those characters. I mean, I just deny. First of all, I mean, she's such a great, like a good head sculpt of her. She's such a beautiful woman. and
Yes.
but such a cool. That character's so cool. And
Yes.
because
And strong.
Yeah. And I've just never wondered, like, I've never thought about the race of action figures, but I have thought about the race of action figures that are unavailable.
Exactly.
And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
See?
And it's already hard to get any female
See,
character.
Justin, this is why
Must-
Rob the
Yeah.
coolest motherfucker on the planet, bro. I keep telling you.
I agree.
I keep telling you this. I've been
Cousins
telling you that from
Toy
day
Review
one.
Well, I mean, I think that they're
Brother Cousins Toy Review sends in
underserving.
a $10 chat, and he
Yeah.
also agrees. Where's Valkyrie? Black action figures matter, and where's Mantis? Yep.
Exactly.
When I said that, I hope people don't, misconstrue it. I was saying it to be ironically funny. I didn't want to. I didn't want to denigrate any of the BLM, anything that's going on.
No,
People.
no, but the thing is, like, look, I'm part of certain
Domino from
groups.
Deadpool 2. Yes.
Exactly. So I'm part of groups that basically have these discussions. They openly have these discussions, and here's the thing. There is also a stigma with even black collectors, and we call them blurs. Black nerds. Like, seriously, they're called blurs. That's what so there is a stigma that we can't, or we don't have, or some of us don't have an existence in this community because it's not enough of us that are. And I'm like, yo, there's so many of us who have these discussions. We talk about it all the time. We do collect. We want these figures, and we ask, why? Where are they? Like 3-0, if somebody just put 3-0, and I saw that 3-0 was the only one. They released a head sculpt of Michonne. They actually did the Michonne from so we
Walking
saw that from Walking Dead, and that head sculpt was incredible.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, it can be done. I just don't know what's going on with Hot Toys. I don't know if there's an issue but again, we know there's an issue, but it's just that it hasn't been exposed to a T yet.
Well, I would think too that that we have so much, like Justin, you told us how you are have mixed race background, and I think that your mom and there's a lot of people we're moving into that world. Like I heard a really cool term. I love this term that a black Asian couple, if they have a child, that child is Blasian.
Yeah, right.
I love that. I'm like, I want to be a Blasian. I mean, I want to call him, like, what a cool name, and I'm like, that's really cool because we're just, it's more people travel and learn about one another. They fall in love. I'm a big believer in there is one race of human beings on this planet, the human race.
Exactly.
And also I think that there's so many collectors all over the world that want these things, and I think that there's female collectors that want to get into the space but they can't. Because there just isn't those figures. And I know that for us, all of us, we're all about the characters. We want the characters. I think action figure collectors are perhaps less racist because we want, like, I don't think Okoye is a black woman, and I don't want that figure. I'm like, I love that character. I want that figure. I love that costume.
No,
All we
collectors
see
don't
is
think that way.
The character, we want the characters in the display. That's like, at the end of the day, that's what we want. I don't understand the problem. I don't get the problem. TLC says race and gender all often underrepresented. Yep, totally agree with you. could you all comment on my previous super chat? I'm pretty sure we read it, TLC, but his previous super chat was Hot Toys may have released this Venom first because of the first movie, then they can get Carnage out after the movie. I agree with you on that, but we'll come back to that again in the podcast. We'll probably be chatting about Venom. But yeah, I agree with you. Absolutely, they need to fix the representation issue. Brother Cousins Toy Review sends in another super chat. Thank you so much for that, sir. But I just want
it
my
could be a sales
Falcon.
issue too, you know.
Yeah, give me my Falcon, because that Falcon is beautiful.
Falcon.
That Falcon is amazing.
Absolutely.
As soon as I saw it, day one, I was like, day one, let's go. Day one.
Was that
Mace Windu? Yeah, John Diwali was saying, "Where's Mace Windu? Where the heck is Mace Windu?"
Yeah,
I mean, all the Phantom Menace figures, no Mace Windu.
No Mace
We're getting
Windu.
Django Fett,
and you have the head sculpt.
Who are we going to display with Django Fett? Are we going to?
You need a Mace.
Episode 2 Obi-Wan? No, because we're not Obi-Wan. Are they going? Are you going to display Mace Windu, who literally murderized him? No, because we don't have Mace Windu either. So we're just going to have literally Django Fett just standing there by himself, doing nothing
with no mace.
Plus, you'd think that who doesn't want Sam Jackson action figures?
Oh, I would.
Come on now.
I have
a little. Yeah.
Imagine.
Come on, man.
Imagine Mace Windu. You got Mace Windu with the purple saber, but then it had some blaster effects that you could clip onto the saber, and you could have him deflecting Django's
incredible.
Blaster,
I mean, how cool would that be?
Come on, man. They have the Nick Fury head sculpt already. Why not?
But they did, to be fair. I mean, and that's the thing. Hot Toys, yeah. And by the way, I have the first Nick Fury figure from, what is that from? Is that from Avengers?
Avengers.
The first Nick Fury that comes with the Tesseract. I love that figure. I love the clothes on that figure. I love the accessories. It comes with a bazooka, you know, and they didn't have I mean, if you think about it, they've actually done a pretty good job representing a lot of black characters in the Marvel universe. You know, but why not more black men?
They did at the start, but now they're sort of like, you know, we'll get to them maybe at some point. We'll see.
It just doesn't, you know what I mean? I always make this joke that if you had if whoever bought the Winter Soldier, Nick Fury, I always made this joke. Well, he just wore the same outfit that he wore from Shaft. He just walked off the set of Shaft and walked because the turtleneck and the slack, it's the same thing.
But I mean, I think
nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
For us collectors, though, I would love to get a Valkyrie and get a winged horse.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, you could probably get a third-party winged horse and put her on.
Yeah, and just put her on it.
Because how cool would that be? Like, do a 2-pack.
Yes.
Do a Valkyrie 2-pack with a winged horse.
Well, here's the thing, though. Okay, so if we get Thor Love and Thunder, and she is in Thor Love and Thunder, and we don't get her, then we're gonna know. Then we'll
we
know.
got problems. And we got real.
Then we got problems.
I think. I don't know. Hot Toys has started making less and less figures from films. Like from Winter Soldier, we got Nick Fury, we got Falcon, we got Stealth Suit Cap, we got Golden Age Cap, we got Civilian Steve Rogers, we got Black Widow. That's a shit ton of figures. And now from Shang-Chi, we're getting 2 characters, and that's it. From WandaVision, we're getting 3 characters. But like back in the day, they would have made a civilian Wanda and a Halloween Wanda. And a Halloween version of Venom, Vision, and a 2-pack of Eddie Brock and Venom. But like, this is it. This is all we have from the first movie. No Riot, no Eddie Brock. Like,
it's probably just because the sheer amount of figures they're pumping out at this time. I mean, like they have and especially all the shows, because all the shows. There's so many Disney Plus Marvel shows. There's movies Marvel. There's Star Wars shows. There's Star Wars films. I mean, like they're going back and doing old lines. Like. There's just a lot.
If you put it,
even if they're not releasing them, they're putting up a lot for pre-order. Let's say that.
No, but not that. Not just that. If you sit down and think about it, the amount of new stuff versus old stuff that they're really making, like they haven't really dipped their toes into the licenses that they have, but they're also not really making a lot of new stuff either. It's mostly just Mandalorian. So the sheer volume of stuff that has been put up for pre-order this year. If I look at my preview videos playlist, it's like 80% Mandalorian stuff. And I love Mandalorian. I totally love Mandalorian. You all know I love Mandalorian. But if I could trade a artillery trooper or a stormtrooper commander for a Eddie Brock or for a Agatha Harkness, if that truly is the issue, it's volume that's the issue, then I would do that. Absolutely.
Right.
And I think a lot of people would agree that you'd rather get a main character versus a Stormtrooper, or even, dare I say, even a Dark Trooper.
Yeah.
I'm willing to go that far. Or even Death Watch. Like, we're
Yeah.
getting Death Watch Mandalorian. Like, what the hell?
It is a good point, though, and I feel like part of it is probably because Marvel delayed everything. So because of COVID. So that probably was a huge factor of why everything was Mando, because that was like the only thing they could release at the time.
But Loki?
So,
like,
yeah, Loki show has been interesting. So,
But see, this is why I'm saying Hot Toys started something and never finished it, or they finished it in their own way. If there aren't any movies that are being released, there aren't really shows that are being released. You gave us certain comic concept of these characters. You gave us the comic concept Wonder Woman. You gave us the comic concept Iron Man, or I mean the Cap, or you gave us the alternative version of Cap from the Winter Soldier. So if you have the capability of doing something like that, people loved it and those figures sold out. Do that. Like, do something like that instead of just giving us, well, I mean, look, you can give us reissues. And I don't mind certain reissues because there's certain figures that I missed out on that I have the opportunity to get now. Like I said, that Mark V, thank you, Jesus, that they re-released that because I wanted that so bad.
Me too,
and seeing how much it costs right now, I was like, yeah, no. But then when they re-released it and I paid it off.
The Mark V,
Yep,
Iron Man 2.
Oh my God, yes.
yeah, the race.
Yes.
Oh
Racing.
my God, the censure. Oh my God, I love it.
See,
But
amazing.
I had the
suit.
first. I have the first version, but I don't have the die-cast version.
And see,
Oh, you
I
gotta
would
get-
have
you
need
been,
it.
I
You
would have
need
been
it. You
jealous
need
of you if they didn't release this one. I would have been extremely jealous. But now that they have this die-cast version dropping, and an enabler on this show right now, convinced me because I decided against it that I wasn't going to get the Iron Man with the suit, like what it's the Mark V
racing
where it
suit,
actually.
yep.
Well, it's the one where it's coming off, like the armor it's the new. I wasn't going to drop them pennies on that, but it was an enabler on this show that kind of convinced me to do it, and I was like, it would look so dope in a DTOF next to, or in even my Maju case next to Tony. So everybody in the chat, blame this guy.
It's
Imagine if you will. See, I'm a big fan of making figure displays look like movie posters. I don't know why. I just really like that aesthetic.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining.
Yeah.
This is going to be my display.
Young Bum
Racing
does that.
suit Tony. Young Bum does it. Racing suit Tony on the left. Suit up Tony with his arms out, just on a slight angle on the right, and front and center in the middle, we've got Mark V doing a repulsor blasting pose right in the middle. So you have three figures in that nice movie poster style arrangement. That's how I see it. So I'm going to get two of the racing suit Tony. Two of them.
Yes. See,
But
enabler.
as far as I'm aware, they need to focus on the stuff that previously they would have been making. I don't think, because most of it is reissues that they've done this year. Most of it's reissues. A lot of Mandalorian, which I love Mandalorian, so I can't really complain about that. But I think there is room in the slate for more figures, because if you're only making 2 figures from one vision, or 3 when they put up the surprise white vision, it's not like they're making 10 figures from that line. And they've also got like 2, 3, 4 years on those figures whenever they said that they're going to release. So it's like they have heaps of time on their hands. I think that they do have the bandwidth to make more. I think.
If I don't see Fennec Shand
Loki,
in the next few months up for pre-order,
Mobius.
How can you not? I mean, how can you? They teased that figure as well,
Yes,
sitting
bro.
on Boba Fett's throne. I mean,
give me Fennec Shand.
I
Yeah,
think you'll
you-
get her soon. Yeah.
I mean,
I
and
don't think they'll make Fennec Shand. I don't think.
You
You
think so?
don't?
I think they're going to pump
Especially
out everything from Mando they can.
But see, the thing is, it's not even just the simple fact that it's from Mando. We do have Book of Boba coming in December. They're
Exactly.
going to have to drop
and
her,
she's going to
bro.
play a significant role in that.
And by the way,
I would
how many
appreciate-
insane
I would
figures they're gonna
appreciate
have in that
Fennec
show?
Shand.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
But see, but no,
No,
here's
I love Boba. Boba's my guy.
But Justin-
That's true. He
I'm-
is your guy.
I'm like,
Justin,
I'm Will's level with Loki, but my Loki is Boba. So
So Justin, the more you say that they won't, it means they will. So please
keep
they
keep
are
saying
not
that they
making
won't do
a
it.
Fennec Shand at all. 0%.
0%
Chance.
chance.
Prove me wrong.
Plus, she's a badass character. She's
Yes,
just,
bro.
again another
Yeah,
character
Ming-Na,
you want
she's
to own.
badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and somebody in the chat, Blackbird Tech says Cobb Vanth. I would want a Cobb Vanth too.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
well,
And
they've
they-
already
and they-
teased that.
so-
They teased that figure. They
They-
showed it.
Yes. Yes, they did. Like it's I don't I don't understand the logic of releasing or even showing us, prototypes of figures that you.
Where's the rest of the Bad Batch? It's true. Where is the rest of the Bad
Right?
Batch?
It's like, I don't know.
Why don't
It's
they make?
insane.
I want a
really-
Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman Hot Toys. figure.
Yeah, bro.
Yes.
Come on,
Yes.
man.
Yes.
That's what I've
really
wanted.
hate when they don't do teams. Like if you're gonna do a team, if you're gonna do like a small
Watchmen.
team, like a Bad Batch, a team of 5.
Yeah.
Watchmen. It was
Watchmen, yeah.
Justice League. It was Justice
Why
League for
not?
the longest time.
Where's my
They fixed
So-So
that,
Toys
luckily.
Rorschach? Come on, man.
I know, like they're holding
Hopefully
off
soon.
on that one, man.
Hopefully soon. I wish if they were going to do a team, like a small team like that, they would just put them all up at the same time.
Yeah, me too.
Because you might think that, people won't pre-order because it's a lot of money to drop at the one time, but actually it has the opposite effect. People won't pre-order because they don't know if they're going to get the rest of the team, because
agree.
Hot Toys has a terrible reputation
Yeah.
with not making full teams.
Yeah. True.
I don't know if we're going to see that. Where the hell is Suicide Squad stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
One figure
Please.
from that film.
Where-
seems
Give me a
little
blood
crazy.
sport. If you give me blood sport
Oh,
with
hell
that
yeah.
xenomorph helmet, I'm all
Harley?
in.
Like,
Yeah, not
Hot
even a
Toys
Harley.
love
That's
Harley.
crazy. Yep.
That is crazy to me. So I don't know. Like Shang-Chi stuff, they had figures ready and the movie came out after Suicide Squad. And they were both delayed equal amounts, I'm pretty sure. It's not like Shang-Chi was delayed more than Suicide Squad, therefore they had more time to work on it.
Yeah.
And the costumes are way more intricate and the accessories are way more intricate than something that would come with a red dress version of Harley. You just need the javelin. So,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I don't know. 6 Scale Mafia has joined Justin's Collection Plus. Thank you so much for joining Justin's Collection Plus. But we are going to be wrapping up the stream in about 5 minutes or so. So definitely stay tuned to the end, because we will be discussing the giveaway, which will be happening next week. So 5
Does
minutes or
Six
so. I
Scale
will start
Mafia
it.
have a theme song? You know, they
He
sing an
needs-
Oscar-winning song. Six Scale Mafia.
Six Scale Mafia, right? he will, because he's watching. He actually just hit me up, so he will.
I want to learn the
Nice.
lyrics. No, but I
We
it's
should-
funny that we they ask about why are third party, and by the way, third party companies, whether it's So or Toys Era, they're just getting better and better and better,
Yep.
and they're going to
Yep.
fill these niches. They're going to come
Yep.
in and fill these niches and make these characters.
Ooh,
Somebody's
good
going to
list.
do an Okoye, and it's going to kick butt.
It's a good list. DJN, 1/6 Scale, Danny DeVito, Night Owl, Dr. Manhattan, Ozymandias. Yep,
Ozymandias.
absolutely.
I want all that. I
Yes.
want all those.
Yes,
Catwoman
bro.
should be right up there on the list too. Catwoman.
It
I mean,
would.
This NECA figure looks insanely good. I can only dream of what Hot Toys could do with a Catwoman.
Bro, that
Like,
is
they would
my
kill it.
fiance's favorite character. She loves Michelle Pfeiffer, and she loves that Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. We were just talking about it like a week ago.
By the way, single songwriter in the chat does point out that we have a real problem here in California, in that there are giant container vessels that are like 10 days. They're waiting. They're literally off the coast. The single songwriter says there are now 44 container ships off the coast of California waiting to offload, and it's like
Yeah.
a 10-day wait even to get one in to
Wow.
offload it.
Damn. Well,
And
the
there, can
thing
you
is,
imagine being on a container ship? You've traveled all the way from China.
Yeah,
You can't
you
even
get there
dock
and you-
in the California port. I mean,
Yeah,
that must be
that's-
where my data is.
I'll
for
just swim there
Exo
at
6.
that point.
Yeah, Will swim and get them done.
I'll
The
swim.
thing is, some people say that those are the delays for Hot Toys releasing stuff in general, but their product doesn't arrive by boat from China to Hong Kong. It's driven across the border in a truck. So those may affect the US, but
Did
they
you
won't
just do like a
delay.
southern accent?
Did you hear that just now? I just heard he said the
truck.
truth. He said it
I'm
the
like, what is
truth.
that?
In the good old
heard
pickup
that.
truck.
10-4, good buddy. Let's get
I thought I was the only one.
It was intentional. It was.
It wasn't. So I'm pretty sure.
Did you know Justin was
that
from the
stuff will
South, Rob?
still be
I
posted.
did. I guess the down under,
There's
but
South
South
Australia.
in the band,
South
unfortunately.
Australia.
I'll give it to
Yo.
him.
I thought you meant South. Yeah,
Justin
South. United
is the funniest guy,
Alabama
man.
Justin.
That was amazing.
Where is my Shazam? Says Jason. Well, it's right up there with the rest of those figures that never
in my truck.
Matt Sanders asked multiple times, what is my ethnic background? I am half Sri Lankan. I don't know if that is a
Sri
question
Lankan?
that people ask a lot, but I am half Sri Lankan. I don't look it, but I am. My mother was
Okay.
100% Sri Lankan. She was born over there.
Okay.
Came to Australia when she was about 5. My dad is Aussie. So, yeah.
Wow.
Which I like. I
Hopefully
think
that
it's very
helps.
cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
My brother's girlfriend is Sri
Um,
Lankan.
Hey, the Sri
Yeah.
Lankan community in Australia is pretty tight knit. So in Australia, pretty much all Sri Lankans know all other Sri Lankans. So if I meet, this is a perfect example. I met someone by the name of NAB Cosplay. His name is Nathan. I had no idea he was half Sri Lankan like me. But I went to his house. We were working on a Power Rangers helmet together, and we knew nothing of each other. And his grandmother came in, and she was just, sounded exactly like my grandmother. I was like, oh, I'll try something out. And I asked her, do you know? And I said my grandmother's name. She's like, oh, I know her, and I know her husband. And I was like, oh my god, all the Sri Lankan people know all the other Sri Lankan people. It was hilarious.
Somebody
so anyway,
said
she's like,
that
make sure you
accent-
tell your grandmother this.
What's his name?
Someone said in the chat that Justin was just trying out his American accent when he moves here.
Justin's
Come
moving to
on
the
over.
South, confirmed.
Come on over. In my
Wow.
truck.
Well, I actually did speak to Steph yesterday. I said maybe we should move to the US because the only thing we can watch right now is House Hunters, and it's all in America. And
Yeah.
I was like, maybe we should move to America. Why don't you just pick a state that is relatively inexpensive to live in, that we can get a really decent house, but this is also not in the middle of nowhere. And she's like, yeah, all right, I'll look into it. So I don't know, we'll see. Jack Wallace has sent a super sticker, which is a thumbs up pear.
Wait, the Jack Wallace?
Jack Wallace.
I think it is the Jack. Okay, let me tell you about Jack Wallace.
Oh,
Jack
okay,
Wallace.
okay.
Jack Wallace has a son named Aiden, who
Okay.
is now 10. He started taking action figure photographs, and he was specializing in 12th scale, like Black
Yep.
Series stuff. And
Your
he
favorite
took-
scale?
He took a picture of Deathstroke, like in the
Yes.
wilderness with the sun behind him, and he won at I think it was a country fair. He won first prize, like Grand Master in his age group.
Nice.
And I think he had it printed. I don't know if he printed it on canvas, like you can go to Shutterstock or Shutterfly, and you can get pictures printed on canvas. He won. 10-year-old
Wow.
Aiden Wallace.
Badass. And you won with a figure picture as well.
Exactly.
Yes.
See? We're out there, bro.
Future
We are
collector
out
right
there. We are out here.
Yes.
Come on.
That's right.
We are out here.
By the way, Jack, the only reason I have the box, it's packed, ready to go. I was going to send it. He was going to have it on the 3rd. I got so swamped with Tango Shalom videos and everything I had to make, but I am going to get it out this week. But boy, is it heavy.
Hey.
I can't wait to see how much it costs to ship. But it's a good box. It's only taken me a year and a half to fill up this box and pack it up, but it's
Gotcha.
going.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd show you the picture. I don't have the picture on me, so I'd send it to you to post, but it's cool.
that is dope. All right. Well.
Oh,
We
Jack
are.
says it was The Witcher. It was The Witcher.
Oh, The Witcher.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I thought it was
Still
Deathstroke.
badass. Still badass.
It's still badass.
Grand champion 17 and under. That's what's up, Jack.
Well, yeah.
You got your
10-year-old
star in your
smoked
hand,
the
bro.
11, 12, 13,
Superstar.
14, 15, 16.
Damn right.
You got a
17-year-old.
superstar in your hand,
and
Jack.
you did it with
Right.
toys. Even better. Even
Jack Wallace sounds like a straight up CIA super cop, super dope. I mean, somebody
does,
who
like
could
Jack
just
Ryan.
jump off of a 10-story building and land on his feet and just say, "Yeah."
He's a super dad.
Grand
I'll tell you.
champion 17
Super
and
dad.
under. Grand champion 17.
I got to meet him. He was a member of the Post Geek Singularity, my YouTube community, and
Okay.
when I went up
Nice.
to shoot the Crisis Medicine stuff I was doing last week, he came down from where he lives in Washington State. It was like a 4-hour drive. And we all had dinner together, and I met his son, and it was great. They came to Portland. He got to go on. They got to go look at one of the. They couldn't go on it because it was like full, but they got to go see a submarine that was used in Hunt for Red October. I think
Wow.
Okay, nice.
they had a good time.
Good.
Badass. Matt Sanders sends in a super sticker as well, which is a pair saying, "Hey you." Well, hey yourself, and thank you for the pair super sticker. Anyway, we are nearing the end of our live stream, so as promised, the Mysterio giveaway, it'll be super straightforward. So I am not partnered with any companies to do the giveaway. It's Aaron Jones, who is an amazing friend and an equally amazing person in the community, decided to purchase a Mysterio because he said he felt like giving back to the community. There's no, he doesn't want anything out of it. He literally just bought it and had it sent to me, and he said, just give it away. I want to give back. I feel like doing that, so here it is.
Wait,
so massive
can I
thank you,
nominate
Aaron.
myself?
If you
Yeah,
want to
'cause
enter the
I wanna
giveaway,
win
Rob,
this.
you can enter the giveaway. Yep, you all can all enter. Absolutely.
Can we for real?
So it's, yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Because if
it's
we win, you know,
worldwide.
people are going to throw a shit fit.
I'm not
Yeah.
entering. I'm not
Yeah,
entering.
not
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
entering. I'm in it for
I don't
the
know.
lol.
Just
I'm
go
out.
for it. Just enter it. So
Justin
it's going to
won't
be
pick
super
me.
straightforward. All it's going to be required is to subscribe to my channel and and what do you call it on Instagram? Follow me on Instagram. That's it. Those are the two rules. And when we do the eventual live stream next week and we actually announce it, it'll probably be something like, put your favorite quote from a Spider-Man movie in the chat or something like that. So we'll do that next week. Super straightforward. You don't have to go and subscribe to newsletters or anything like that, like some of my previous giveaways. So yeah, it's very exciting. You can win yourself a Mysterio, and Mysterio is fantastic.
Yeah.
And it's worldwide as well. No matter where you are in the world, you can enter. Super easy. Super easy. And we will talk about it on the upcoming podcast as well. We will. But
Definitely.
that is pretty much it for this live stream. I want to say a massive thank you to all of you amazing people, and Ryan, who left. Obviously, he had class, but he is learning. He's getting smarter, and then he will be able to buy more figures with the money that he's made from his job after he's finished his university degree. So, see, it's the long game. He's playing the long game. So definitely stay tuned, because we will have Ryan back again. But all of you amazing people, Will, Lael, obviously Rob, we do have all your links going in the chat right now. Bob Dylan is posting the links to your channels. So definitely go and check out these amazing lads. And I have good news. The daylight savings is almost on or off. I never know, but it's going to change back to a reasonable time for me to appear on Fully Articulated and Hot Toys on
Yes.
Rob's channel and Az's channel. So I'll be able to go on again. It's not going to be 5 a.m. It's going to be 7 a.m., which is
Okay.
still not ideal, but it's way
Yeah.
better than 5 a.m. So I will be there, hopefully, if they'll have me, and we will chat
Always.
more, because, yes.
I have some good
absolutely.
news actually too.
Okay.
Oh, share the
It's-
good news. Share.
It's 7:19, which means that I can actually catch a 9 o'clock show of Shang-Chi and IMAX.
Wow. Wow.
You had to
Well,
put
on
one
that-
last jab in the back of it.
On that horrible
Good fun,
disappointment,
Justin.
we will catch you.
I'll
on-
go too, Bob. Actually, I'll meet you.
Wow.
I'm gonna go see it again myself now.
Yeah, I was waiting.
Oh my god. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll
I mean
catch
it with
you
love. I
in
got
the
nothing
next
but
live
love. Nothing
stream.
but love. Nothing but love.